Everyone wave. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Revenge of the Gith. We are on episode 12 of the season. We're extending, I do believe, from 16 to maybe 18, maybe 20 episodes. We'll keep you updated on that, but we're just having such a good time here, and we just don't want to give up yet. So, but hey, whatever. Let's get into it. Without further ado, everyone introduce yourselves, your characters. Rob, you come up with a nice little question for all of us. We start with Rob, and we go clockwise on our layout. So, Rob, go ahead and take us away, fam.
That's me, the aforementioned Rob. Robert the Jam at RobbieRollin on Twitter. I'll be running the game today and maybe not killing people. And my question today is, so the group has decided to do a potluck. It's not a question of what do you want to bring, what do you bring? Which is a very different question for anyone who has gone to a potluck. Also, there is no pre-planning, so doubles are technically allowed and possible. As anyone who's ever organized a potluck knows.
Cool. Hey, I'm Montana. I play Throck the Unsatisfied, a crocodilian Circle of the Moon druid. And if he's going to bring something to a potluck, he's going to bring something that has excess. So probably not like a 7-layer dip, but like a 20-layer dip.
27
stuff.
layer
He's
dip.
got like crab or something in the middle.
Amazing.
Like real crab? Or
just a wall
crab?
of dip.
Oh, well, no, real crab, obviously.
Okay.
He caught with his mouth.
Yeah.
Just a crab in the shell in the middle of it.
I'm surprised because dip's usually like cooked and like, oh no, Throck does eat everything cooked, to be fair.
For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Robin, and I am playing Proserpina, the Tiefling Arcane Archer. And her potluck dish would probably be a massive amount of braised and then smoked goat ribs. You know, getting some of the family goats. The family special dry rub would be placed on the ribs, smoked low and slow for a good 36 hours. Maybe enough for Throck. She tried to.
All of it's enough for Throck. Yeah, Ember's supposed to go next, but his roommates keep interrupting his fucking stream. So, Obadiah, you can go.
Oh, and I am Obadiah playing Hong Huzi, half drow warden extraordinaire, and because he's not, well, his idea of what do you bring to a party where everybody's eating is like way off, so like he would bring an uncomfortable amount of really strong alcohol and a cooler. Like, he's a good guy, he'd bring a cooler, and also in that cooler there'd be a lot of something special, and he's hoping that the cops don't show up, because if they find what's in that cooler, that's 15 to 20.
Okay, cool. It looks like we still have somebody MIA. So, hi, I'll go, I guess. My name is Val. I play Anja. She is our half-elf wizard, our half-drow wizard of the party. Blade Singer. If she came to a potluck, she would bring with her wine. Like, don't know what else would be there but wine. Because, like, oh, there's a party? I better bring wine because I don't think they're going to have any. And then Hong Huzi shows up with the uncomfortable amounts of, alcohol. And then she'll probably, like, drop off the wine and then go to the grocery store and pick up a vegetable platter. Okay, Amber, it looks like you're back.
I'm back, yes.
So, go ahead.
I'm playing Alexander Bachmar, the Oath of Conquest with a little splash of Warlock.
Just tell him to stop. Just tell him to stop sniping.
Leaving. No, and he would bring to potluck. I know what he'd bring. He'd bring a 50-pound Cornish hen because that seems to be his thing now. It's just big poultry that has no reason being that big.
Excellent.
Okay, so first of all, Proserpina wins with Andra being a very close second. That's definitely like there was winning this question. Most of these questions are just for fun, but this one you could win, and Proserpina wins.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
Now, if only, for instance, we were doing that, and the audience wanted me to have an NPC bring something ridiculous to that potluck. If only that were possible, Val, is there a way that could be
Holy
possible?
shit, it's totally possible. Did you know that almost anything is possible with this game? I mean,
I do
fucking anything, okay? So, you can make things possible on this channel with your bits, subs, and donations for 100 biddies that you give to anyone you see here. You can give us a reroll. You gift us a sub, you sub to the channel, you give some subs, you can give nat 20s and nat 1s to anyone you see here. Sometimes we need the DM to have nat 1s for us to call, but thanks to Kablooey, he got a nat 20 this time around. And hey, if you just want to like make shit happen, and I mean make shit happen, you just gotta donate some straight up money. $5 or more. The more you give, the more crazy you can come up with something. Of course, at the DM's discretion, you just make stuff happen. Like, what's happened here before, Rob?
Oof, what hasn't happened? Also, to be clear, to DM's discretion is like a very, because I have never said no.
No, you haven't.
There's been there's been 2 cursed items this season that the party has still yet to like try and get rid of, which they will find out they cannot. One NPC turned in from like someone who could tell them about a town to 2 characters, well, one and then another character's probably stepmother. So many fun things. Giant statues fought in the final battle last season. So truly, the world is your oyster. Oh, and of course, who could forget the appearance of the lovely Steve Irwin?
Oh yes, Steve Irwin appeared. We can thank my husband
Ranger
for that
extraordinaire.
As shield.
And the shield.
That
he
shield
has
is
credit
so
for that
big.
one.
Worth every word. That was a combined effort for everyone here to make that shield happen.
Because he originally wasn't really aligned with the party, and then it just all came together.
It's true. All right, you guys. Without further ado, Rob, that's us. Take us away, fam.
Take us away we shall, as we enter once again into the world of Aureal. This world which, a year and a half ago, had its relative peace and tranquility shattered by the Gith Yankee. These, what were thought of as just raiders and almost pirates from the astral plane, turned out to be a very large military force, and used that military force to, as they say, get rid of the scourge that is the Illithid and Mind Flayers. To do so, they first had to get all of the people that the Mind Flayers feed off of out of the Underdark in a act of mercy, they called it, flooding the surface with newfound refugees. They then began their purge within the Underdark, and nobody, or at least nobody recorded, has gone in there since. They also then kept the material plane surface under martial law, especially anywhere near an entrance to the Underdark. And so the party, having been in the human capital of Lindum, recently liberated from secretive Githyanki presence, learned that the Githyanki aren't just messing with the material plane, but many others as well, having blocked their cousins, the Githzerai, from entering from their home plane of Limbo, messing with the Feywild in some respect. The party just learned through a dream messing with the Shadowfell. Their leader, Vlakith, an exceptionally powerful lich, messing with the ethereal plane, the border of all of the planes. And so, having learned through many different visions a source of one of these disturbances at least, the party has begun a cross-continental trek. Having left a roaming band of people, the Vernai, who mainly traveled upon 3 massive city beetles, the party first stopped off where Alexander, in single combat, was able to barely defeat a stone giant in single combat, earning not the humbled epithet, but the unbowed epithet, and a brand new spear to boot. And they have now come upon an entrance to the Underdark. Fancy that, as they need to enter it not only to avoid having to cross this large mountain range, but also for a very, very important job from the wonderful, I think, just delightful patron of Anguzi. Uh, they, however, do not find the entrance to the Underdark unguarded, as it is not only covered by a giant metal door, they also find two watchtowers with 3 Githyanki each. A small detachment of 6 Githyanki soldiers and their sergeants right in front of the door, and then 4 Githyanki spread out in front of the large door, about 60 feet away from that formation, as well as however many are in the astral brig floating above it. So if you were counting at home, that's 24 Githyanki on the ground and more in the brig. So we're just gonna jump right in. The party, you are far enough away, probably out of dimension door range, so you can see this clearly, but you're not gonna have to worry about stealthing up, nor are you really gonna be able to worry about messing with them too much. Um, so please, what are y'all doing?
So
We're
we sit-
not gonna do that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna
So,
do that.
real quick, also a bit of scale, because I'm sure you're a bit curious. So, the large door, the entrance to the tunnel is apparently about 50-foot radius, as it's like about 100-foot wide door. It's mostly circular. Then the two watchtowers about 50 feet away from each side of the door, so there's a good 200 feet between the watchtowers. And then the two groups in front of the door are pretty close to each other. You could catch most of them in like a 20-foot radius, but they in between each other are about 50 feet apart. And then the singular kind of outer guards, who would be the people you'd more be stealthing from. You'd basically be stealthing from like them and the people in the watchtower. They're all about like 60 feet away from each other as well from the door.
I don't think we have a squirrel to sacrifice this time around.
I think we need to figure out how to get people to let us in.
I didn't hear you. What?
I think we need to get them to let us in.
To just let us in?
Because I think that even if we can get past everybody between us and that door, it's not opening fast and it's not opening easy.
I mean, how do you suggest going to having them let us in? I don't know exactly how you're planning on doing that.
I speak the language, and this isn't the first time I've talked Gith into ignoring some interlopers on the orders of higher ups they don't have reason to question.
Yes, but we're also known fugitives from the Gith.
I have a suggestion.
I can't wait to hear. What's up?
Well, I can summon an elemental, and I can send it to attack them and lead them away. That would only handle the ground forces.
The air forces would bombard us before we could get in, I think.
No one here can turn invisible, can they?
I mean, not right now.
I can,
Hi.
but not only for like 6 seconds.
So, I mean, if we could just get them not to look at us, I can get us to the other side of the door. That's not a problem for me. I mean, it could.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of a problem because I don't know what to expect on the other side of there. But if I can just describe, if I know how thick the door. Here's the thing, I just don't know what's behind the door. So there could be a pit on the other side of the door. So there's that. And we could just fall straight down. But if I can just describe, I would like to visualize, like, 30 feet away from this other end of the door, and I have the visualization of this side of the door, and I imagine it probably looks very similar on the other side of the door, I could get us there with Dimension Door.
So what you're saying is we gotta look inside.
No, we don't have to look inside. I'm just saying we're taking a risk by doing that because there could be a pit and we could be falling, and I can only get one of us to fly.
If you need somebody to check the other side of the door, I can do that.
Let's say, can't you go all ghosty?
Can I what?
Is that what you want? Is that what you need to have?
I mean, it would also tell us how thick the door is, so it would also give us how long, like how far we need to teleport in. So
I could get in there. The door isn't really an issue. I can turn into a rock and go underneath.
no, well, yeah, you can, but the rest of us are gonna be standing
No,
outside.
that's
like, what's
fine.
going
If
on?
everyone can have an individual way of getting across, that's less people that get seen getting close to the door to be
That's
Dimension
actually
Doored
true.
across.
That's actually true. Wait, wait. You have transforming stuff somewhere, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kinda. Yeah.
How many of us can't get ourselves through the door? So we know Anja can, Fraught can.
Chatter
Hope-
and Elenia
Chatter.
raise their hands.
I can't unless I
Okay.
walk through the door.
So 4 of us can't get through the door, but 3 of us can. And how many people can you take with Dimension Door? I would believe that's the spell you're
One
talking
person.
about. One.
Mhm.
I've never tried it before, but if you give me a day, I think I can transform us all into like a cloud vapor type misty thing. But I'd have.
That would be great. And that's actually what I was thinking. If we had one more day of rest, I could get myself in as well. I'd have to be pretty close, but I can get myself in.
Yeah.
Which means we'd only have to get 2 people in. So we only
3
technically
people.
need
Shatter, Proserpina, and Elena.
Oh, because Elena.
Mhm.
Keep forgetting about her. She doesn't have any ability right now, does she?
I don't think
Doing
they
herself.
do, no. And I mean with, like, I think, like, I don't know if Githrazi can also Misty Step. With Misty Step, you definitely have to see anyway.
Yeah. Like I said,
Worst case scenario,
They cannot.
I can use Dimension Door 3 times. So I can get somebody in, Dimension Door back. That's 2 castings, and cast it one more time to go across.
so
That does mean that that's all my level 4 spell slots to do
Yeah.
that, but I can definitely do that.
I
I mean,
think
I can
waiting a
recover
day
those
is
if
a-
I just nap on you, but it's fine.
Either way, we need somebody to check the other side.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be me, or is that gonna
I
be?
think it's better if it's you, because can't you not be seen by anyone else as well?
Depends on what kinds of eyes they got.
I mean, yeah, true.
Also, for my plan to work, the door needs to be open.
Mm.
You know, but we were already talking about Hankuzi maybe talking his way in. If he talks his way in, that gets all the rest of us in as well, because then we can just misty shape whatever it was you were going to do to get us in.
It takes a minute.
Okay. I think
Either
Hankuzi
way.
checks out the door right now.
Well, the
And-
problem is
and
we know.
I mean, there is also the other solution of we could do the exact same thing we did before and have everyone go look in that direction with your crow. Since your crow
Yeah.
can say the name.
Yeah, the problem with that is I don't have any materials to resound him right now. So if
Well,
he's
he'll
gone,
be
he's
useless in a
gone.
cave anyway. That's why I have a bat.
I mean, I'm not hearing anything wrong with that plan. I'm assuming Hongus is already gone to check out the door because he just pooped.
He's already gone. He's already gone.
Yeah.
Great.
There he goes.
So,
Bye.
Well, if Bonkuzi's gone, I've got an arrow knocked and ready just in case I have to run forward and
Yeah.
give cover.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
Hosey, you step into the ethereal plane. You've been in the ethereal plane quite a bit. You know it is like the world, but it is this kind of made of immaterial mists. There's usually kind of maybe sometimes like these speckles of energy flying around, like motes of magic flowing between different places and people and objects. You see before you a hole in the ethereal plane. You see a rend, a tear, a darkness. Where there should be mist and energy and magic, there is nothing. Make a perception check.
Okay. That's the closest you can shoot. I don't need that.
One second as I make a roll. And I use one of my luck points. Great. What a very good use of one of my luck points. Yeah. And that's what you see. Make a stealth check.
Stealth. 18.
Okay. But this rend completely encompasses the door. And most of like where the other Githyanki are, but not entirely. You can walk into it. You don't know what would happen.
And I go around that rim, or is it?
I
Can
you
I go
could try.
around? Yes, I will attempt that.
Great. Make another stealth check.
16.
Okay. So would you like to go left or right first?
Left.
Sure. You kind of circle around. And are you gonna like? Because so also this is like it's like into the side of a mountain essentially. So would
Right.
you like to start walking kind of into the mountain?
Yeah, like I'm gonna like try to get like try to actually approximate like whatever the circumference of this weird whole thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So as you walk around the mountain and start to see along the side, it's strange because as you walk into the mountain, you don't really feel it around you, but like the mist gets a little denser as if to indicate that you're inside something right now. And so it becomes a little harder to distinguish things like deeper into like through the mountain just because of the density of the mist. You can clearly see the rend still though. So I would ask for another perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get closer to the rend if you want to see where it ends.
Yeah, I want to know what that is.
AE.
So you're gonna get closer. Okay, make a stealth check this time with advantage because you are inside the mountain and that's a little harder to see. Very
Thank you,
good.
advantage.
Okay. So you walk closer. As you do, you feel a slight like suction or siphon force. Like there's just something kind of pulling as you get closer and closer to this rend. But you do see that it doesn't end cleanly. It's like if you like jagged knife through fabric, like there's frays and it's not a clean cut, but you'd say it probably ends like a good maybe 60 feet after the door. It's not a nice round number, but that's where it's at that point it's probably definitely done. So it's basically kind of looks like it's maybe like a 60-foot, not orb, but like 60-foot kind of ovoid shape.
And on the other side of that ovoid, inside the mountain, inside the hole, basically.
Yeah.
How do things look?
you see a tunnel, like an entrance to the Underdark. Now you personally haven't ever been to the Underdark, but you've heard many stories about it being half drow, from your parent who was drow. Now there's quite a few staples to the Underdark: mushrooms, bioluminescent fungus, nothing. It is completely dead. It is a barren, almost smooth tunnel.
And it's like I know in the ethereal plane I can usually see what's going on the material plane. Do I see any drow on the inside? I mean, not drow. Do I see any
Gith?
Gith?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Not in the parts that you can see, at least.
Okay, I'm going to go about like 60 feet further down the tunnel just to see if there's like a checkpoint further in. And once I've like gone that far, I'll exit.
Okay. So as you go deeper into the tunnel, make another stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
That's my 4th below 10 roll. Okay. So you go like 60 feet down. I will say the only thing that really changes is you start to see a bit of like magical scarring along the sides of the tunnel.
Like
evocation burns.
Like knowing what I know, what I think it is like it looks like there was a fight here.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So yeah, I've seen what I think I'll see, and yeah, I'm going to exit.
Okay. As you head back to the group, I need one last stealth check, please.
Straight.
Yep. Because you're now out in the open. Luck point. Because that 5 is not going to stand. There we go. Make a perception check. Because I'm now down to only 3 luck points.
Oh dear. Stop that.
Thank you.
Stop it.
Y'all know how to treat a dungeon master. Yeah, so you get back to the group, and I'm assuming step out of etherealness.
I'm gonna look around one last time.
I will say, with the 7 perception, you don't see anything, but you get the sense of being watched.
I'm gonna look around one last time. I don't like the feeling of being watched. That's never happened before. I really don't like that.
Yeah. This is the ethereal plane. This is your safe space.
Yeah, I'll look around one last time. So whatever it is, nothing. And then I pop out and like a distance away from you. I'm not like the guy who appears inches behind you, but you've seen Honguza come out before. You haven't seen him come out before this intense.
Oh boy, what happened?
The airplane's fucked.
What do you mean the ethereal plane is fucked?
I mean, it's fucked.
Did you see what's her face's hand?
Who?
I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say. Listen, I am not a wise person, but I have enough to know not to do that accidentally. I say a lot of things accidentally, but not that.
No, not hand. There's a he approximates like the shape with his hands, like about 60 feet in every direction from that door. There's a hole, and it pulls.
In the plane?
In the ethereal
Yes.
plane.
Yes, and it pulls. Don't go in it.
Did you
I don't know what's
put
in
a
it.
black hole in the ethereal plane or something, Anja?
I can rack my brain and try.
No. I was saying, did you accidentally put one in? Not
No, I didn't know. I thought you asked if I knew. No, not that I know of. I've never actually, well, I mean, kind of been to the plane when I had that dream and I saw what's-her-face's hand, but, like, I never actually, I don't do what Hunghuzi does. So, how far away are we from the door?
Like, again, like, further than, like, dimension door, so you're, like, multiple hundreds of feet away, I figured. Like, just sight range. Just so we don't have to worry about that.
There's nothing. There's nobody inside. Regular tunnel.
Regular tunnel. Nothing. I mean.
But I don't know. I don't know what's in that.
I mean, as long as we're not going into. Here's the thing. We either deal with what's out here. Okay. Or I mean, we could just go around it. You know what? I'm gonna. Hunghuzi, should I talk to your lady?
I don't think I've got the rope to be making excuses.
I'm not gonna make... You're not gonna make an excuse. I'm gonna let her know what's going on. And we're gonna see if there's a way she can help us get through.
Alternative entrance, okay.
Maybe there's a secret entrance, other than the big one that she can help us with.
Yeah,
Like,
please.
she's gotta have something. Alright.
You're sending to the Lady Hareen.
I am sending to the Lady
patron.
Hareen. It's like,
what are you sending?
hey, it's Anja at the entrance to the Underdark, swarmed by fucking Gith. You got any info to get us in safely?
I figured this was where your group's expertise would come in handy. That was the secret entrance. So it should be the least protected. Good luck.
Hey, she says that is the secret entrance and to tell us good luck, and I don't have enough words to tell her fuck her. Sorry, Proserpina.
You don't.
But fuck her.
Maybe I should ask her instead.
If this is the secret entrance and it's swarmed, what does the real entrance look like?
Not find out.
Let's go find out.
Let's not find out.
Why not?
No.
Everything on the
anyway.
Yeah.
Everything on the inside is dead. They killed their way to seal that entrance, and then they broke something on the exterior plane too. It's good. We're not. No, not worse. I'm
just saying it could be less people because everyone is here for some reason. It doesn't hurt to just go look.
I think the point that Lady Hareen was trying to make is that
you didn't hear what she said because I didn't say everything. I just said this was the secret entrance.
Yeah, okay, but this is the secret entrance. The entrance no one is supposed to know about, and they have this much people here. Isn't the main entrance going to be worse?
Or they could have other people here thinking that someone would want to come through the secret entrance instead of being stupid enough to go through the main entrance, but guess what? We're us!
They killed everything that tried to use the secret entrance. I found evidence of battle, and there aren't plants. They got the plants too. They know everything inside is dead, and this is what they left outside just in case. This is the best we get.
Yeah. Plus, if we get inside, if they know everything's dead anyway, they're not going to be looking for us inside. As long as we don't make too much of a ruckus outside. And I don't want to say that, 'cause I want to start a ruckus, but I mean, that's not the best idea, really.
And something was watching me.
Something was... Lead with that, maybe?
Yeah.
You can't scry on this Andrej because you haven't
Yeah.
been there before, but you could certainly go there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you know of multiple ones near Malja that you could scry on, but that's different. That's not the
Multiple
one you'd be
what?
going to. You know multiple entrances to the Underdark near
To the
Malja, but
Underdark,
that's about
yeah.
it.
I know multiple entrances to the point where I can guess, like, the thickness of the door to move to the other side, but I can't scry on this particular thing because I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
can't
what's
scry
there.
to the one you want to
Mhm.
right now, like the closest one that wasn't a secret,
Right.
because you've never been there.
Well, that was my idea. Sorry, guys. I don't have anything else for you.
I mean, here's the way I look at it, right? It might take us a minute, but this was my plan. If we can get as many people able to get there on their own as possible, via changing shape, all that stuff, teleportation, then we only have to worry about 3 people, right?
Technically
Better-
two, because I can take
2.
one person.
Yeah, which means you could do your dimension door trick, right?
I could,
To
yes.
get everyone in without anyone noticing. We just need a day of rest.
Yeah. I could.
I think that's our best bet because that's the way we get everyone in without anyone noticing we even use the door.
I'm gonna keep watch.
Yeah.
It saw me. What the fuck it is?
Okay. Did we all agree on that plan? So
It's our best. It
Oh,
sounds like
we
our
all
best
get
bet.
yeah,
Mhm.
we all get our own ways in, except for Prosperina, Chatter, and
Alenia.
Elena.
Mhm.
But you can take care of them.
I can take care of 2 of them,
2 of them.
not all 3 of them.
Yeah. So there's that's one person then we have to worry
That's
about.
the one person we have to figure out.
Unless memory fails, Elena has already said that he can get through the door.
Okay.
He cannot.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not what he said.
Can't even Misty Step.
Well, I mean, you do have polymorph, right? The polymorph into
So,
like a
here's what's
badger or
up.
something.
I can't use Dimension Door 3 times and Polymorph 1 time.
Oh.
I mean,
I
I
can try. I think I can do that.
I'll say if we can just, because that's all we have to figure out is that last person, right? And
You could if
everyone
you
else
prepared the spell.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if druids do have that, right?
100%.
Yes. So, yeah.
So
So
this-
again, a day.
I guess
Yeah,
we're
that sounds
all we
camping out.
need.
I guess we're gonna
Sounds like a
camp
plan.
out for a day then.
Camp out and stay hidden. Might want to
Yeah.
move.
Yeah,
As if it was watching me, it knows where we are.
Yeah.
Fuck it is.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh, fucking no.
Hmm.
Is there? Can I look to see if there's a way for me to get closer to the door without being noticed, as in 120 feet-ish?
So how do you mean? How would you propose
Since
this?
there is something looking in at through the ethereal plane, is it in the
Mhm.
ethereal plane it was looking at you?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I can true see and at least see it if I'm close
Yes,
enough.
I meant more. How are you asking if you could get closer?
Oh, just I don't know, sneak into the bushes or between other things. I mean,
So there's no
mhm.
100% guarantee way. It'd be really just can you stealth check? Because
Yeah.
it's a bit of because this was an entrance. It was
Mhm.
secret, but also Underdark entrances and exits need to be caravan
Mhm.
ready. So there's enough clear space that it'd be difficult to approach without being unseen,
Mhm.
but not impossible. So if you're only trying to get 120 feet away,
Mhm.
it's possible.
Mhm.
But they have 2 watchtowers and 4 people on watch
Yeah.
for that very reason. So it'd be a stealth check.
Yeah, that's a hard stealth check to make too. I'm not gonna risk that. It's an idea, but
All right.
I'd rather save that when we're actually maybe there on the other side of the door and seeing if it's there. I think the more prominent thing is definitely getting us on the other side of the door first. So, well, let's go
I don't
find a
think we-
camping spot.
I was about to say, I don't think we really care if this thing can see us if we're already getting past it. Unless they can stop us from getting in, it doesn't matter if this thing can see us. That's the way I see it. And by the time we get in, we can hide before they can get that door open, I'm assuming. So I really don't think it's going to be enough of an issue for us to actually worry about the thing that can see us when we could get past everything anyway. So
I think it's an issue we can handle once we get to the other side of the door.
exactly, it's not something we have to
We're
worry
not
about for the
dismissing
getting in
it.
part.
Because, I mean, if you don't want to... Because here's the thing, Hunguzi. We could go around and go through the mountains and not deal with any of this. But we're going through this for you. So if you don't want to risk that and take those consequences, that's up to you. If it scares you that much.
We're going tomorrow. We're going tomorrow, and whatever that thing is, I'll deal with it.
We'll deal with it. And I like to pat his shoulder, reassuring
You're
me.
not going to face it alone, Hunkuzi. We won't let you. And he gets a big hug whether he wants it or not.
The girls are all over this man.
And the guys, everyone's all over this man.
Hunguzi, are you comforted by that? By like the girls hugging you and such?
Like, the short answer is yes. The long answer is it's still on his mind. Like, he's not.
Yeah, I just
over.
needed the short answer because that means you're going to make this wisdom save with no advantage or with just straight up instead of disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because you are being, you have some comfort in this moment.
Holy shit, are you taking some power by the apocalypse
Wisdom
shit
save,
and
yes.
bringing it?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 17.
You really want to drink, but you are able to kind of stiffen yourself. But oh man, in this moment, with how fast you can feel your heart beating, like you can feel the sweat and your hand starts to shake a little.
I know exactly.
You got this,
where all the
Hunkuzi.
fucking
You got this.
alcohol is. Like, this is like just what like this. I know exactly where all the alcohol is. Fucking wild.
Oh yeah.
It's so easy.
But you resist, and the group of you finds a new campsite. And now, Hunguzi, you called out that you were going to keep watch on the Gith Yankee. As you all settle in for an evening's rest, getting ready to do your little get in, then run essentially strategy. About 2 hours into your rest, Hunguzi, cresting mountaintops and thick snow-filled clouds, you see another astral brig.
Headed towards us.
Towards the door. As
We
it
have a tiny
kind of-
hut, remember that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm reminding
As it-
Hunguzi, yeah.
Comes up next to the other astral brig. You see, just briefly, like one of those little skiffs goes between. Probably maybe like 20-30 minutes passes. The skiff comes back, and you see more Githyanki deposited onto the ground. But they don't go to guard. You see, they go to the door, and you are too far away to see what they do.
Say, I'm gonna hold that watch for basically the end of like until the end of like quote unquote shift because I do need to
Yeah,
get myself
until you
some
have
sleep.
to go to sleep.
Yeah, and I assume. Do I see them go in? Do I see them come out?
No, you see
Okay.
them standing near the door. I guess the most you here. Give me a perception check.
Concept. Got it.
Most you can tell is that their backs are turned to you.
Who are you waking up?
For the next shift, it's dark out, so it's gonna be. It's gonna be Proserpina. Sorry, is it bad at all?
Okay, Sabrina, you're woken up for a shift.
Oh. You get some rest. Let me find my tunic and I'll take over.
Watch the door. They dropped extra down there. I couldn't tell what they were doing.
Were they just? Were
You're
they,
asleep.
You're asleep.
I was going to ask out of character.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Were they just regular Gith or were they the?
Too far away to tell.
Too far away.
Yeah, like again, you are all like out of like you are in visual range, but you can't like pick out distinct ranks. Like I gave you that there's 2 knights because they're in plate versus like half plate, which is pretty easy to tell from a distance. But like the intricacies of like a Gish versus a standard trooper or like a Kithrak versus a standard trooper is much more difficult.
Yeah.
So, Proserpina, why don't you give me...
I get up.
Yeah.
And I head outside.
Great. Why don't you give me just a nice little perception check, see if you can catch
Alrighty, here we
something.
go.
Okay. So Proserpina, you look out on the kind of encampment, seeing this new brig in the air, and then looks to be about 4 extra Githyanki in front of the door. As you look, you can see just on the edge of your vision, flickers of arcane light flitting between the 4 Githyanki's hands.
Oh, shite. Say that shit.
As you put a gold in a jar.
Oh, I've got a rubber band on my wrist that I pop whenever I say a bad word. Oh, I'll make sure to tell everybody that. I know there's no way I'm going to know what they're doing, but I really wish I could figure something out.
Please, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
This is going to be hilariously bad. Nope.
You think, now, this is going to be weird, you think they may be casting a spell. Just maybe, possibly. You don't want to jinx it. You don't want to jump the gun, jump the crossbow. So who are you going to wake up for the 3rd out of 4th shift?
Alexander's waking up for 3rd shift because he's waking up early today anyway.
Okay.
So if that's okay
Yeah.
with you guys.
Sounds like Alexander relieves you from duty.
I have a bat!
I'm going to stay out here with you so you're not alone because I'm up already, so I might as well just stay up.
So Alexander, fun thing for you. You don't have dark vision anymore. So you step outside and it is pitch dark. You can see nothing. The other 2 had like dark vision and there was like some, as we can now see, ambient light that kind of
I have devil's sight, sir.
That's true.
I have 120 feet of magical dark vision.
So he's
once again,
better than all of us.
yes. As once again, there is though that transition, like you have transitions lessons almost as you step out of the hut and you can see literal nothing with your human eyes, and then the like Eldritch invocation pops back in.
That's never gonna get just any less disorienting.
But your eyes are really pretty when they do that.
You should have seen them before.
She did.
Thanks,
Before you
Rob.
went deeper and lost your soul.
I I don't think she ever saw me transform though. 'Cause
No,
that's when my eyes go all crazy.
I
But,
debriefed him on what I saw.
Okay. I will keep watch, and I'll go and sit. I'll go and sit where I have good vision
Yeah, yeah. You take
of the
the
place.
same spot to kind of get a good view of the camp. Make a perception check. Okay. So I'll give a little more specifics. So this is not just a spell. This is like a large ritual. It appears to be.
Mhm.
You're not sure what it could be, but as you begin your watch, I will say you think that it probably has about 30 minutes left.
Just gonna see him get a big old grin on his face.
Huh?
He's just gonna snap his Petunia Raven into not Petunia. Yes, Petunia. I don't know why I said not. Anyway, shut up. I'm sending Petunia. Listen,
If it's
I'm
a
sending
flower, it's
Petunia down.
accurate.
Yeah. I'm sending Petunia down. Can I tell which one is lead ritualist, or are they just working
Now-
out together?
Remind me, but Petunia can't see in the dark, can she?
She's a raven. I do not think so.
Because if she can't, you can't.
Oh, I'm not trying to look through her eyes.
Okay,
I'm gonna be directing her because I have a crayon.
sure.
Um,
Okay.
Ravens
make
do
an
not
insight
have dark
check.
vision. No.
Make an insight check. I'll say.
Insight. You got it. How do I not have proficiency?
You have no idea
Okay.
who's in charge here.
I mean, fuck it. You mess with one pawn, you fuck with all the pawns. So I'm gonna go down.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have Petunia fly up really close into
How
one of
close?
their faces. Like, literally, like, when I say really close, I mean like inches from their face.
Okay, make a stealth check for Petunia.
I believe her stealth is 1 plus, or 1d20 plus something. But I'm
Just
going to
gotta
look,
beat
so I
their
don't have it
passive
saved.
perception.
Yeah, I don't have it saved is the problem, so give me a moment.
Oh man, it's almost like I have a raven just come up right here because I was looking at it. Or
I have it.
something. The passive for a raven?
The
Is there-
No,
stealth.
no, they're just their stealth skill.
Oh,
Okay,
there's
it's 1d20 plus 2.
Yeah. I'm just looking at these animals.
15.
All right, and then what would their armor class be?
The Raven?
Yeah.
That is a good question. Let me look. Because I just clicked it off because I thought it was done. Their armor class is a 12.
Okay,
Not very good.
then that will hit as a firebolt poofs Petunia out of existence as she flaps closer to one of the four doing the ritual, which was what I was assuming you were going for,
Mhm.
and they seem to notice and just like
Okay. How far away are we from them right now?
you. How far away are you from them?
Yeah.
Like at least like 700 feet away.
Okay. Would I have counted to have my short rest already? I believe so, yes. Yes.
For two, I would even say with 2 rounds, it's like a long rest at the very least with 2 watches, right?
Hmm?
This is his third
Well, so
watch.
you haven't gotten a long rest yet,
Okay.
Alexander. But sure, yeah, I'd say you could have had a short rest.
Short rest at least, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys basically like siesta the rest of the daylight hours before resting. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna stand up and walk a little bit. I'm not gonna go near their camp, but I'm gonna walk. I basically want to. I'm assuming that we have like what 3-4 hours before everyone else wakes up.
2.
2. I'm gonna walk my way around and back, outside of like making sure I keep them in sight, but well out of range of that.
Just so to do so, you'll be like hiking, trekking like mountain. Like you'll be starting to walk up a mountain.
I'm not going up. I want to go back the way we came.
Oh, you want to go back the way you came?
Yeah, so I'm walking in the open.
Okay.
So it's a faster walk. But
You do so.
I'm trying to look and see if there's any spots in the mountains where we could come down. But I don't want to walk up there because the astral breaks might see me.
Okay.
So I'm way more exposed up there than I am anywhere.
Yeah, so there might have been at one point, but the people that used this place used their machines and wits to get rid of them.
Okay. Fair enough, because this was a caravan point, wasn't it?
Like, drow entrances to the Underdark were historically, like, very untakeable.
Yeah.
Because you could just put enough, like, foxholes and, like, murder holes and whatever as you wanted, and until they just couldn't take it. Now, it doesn't appear the Githyanki know about and or are using them.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there's definitely there's not really a way to like descend upon these people without basically trekking up the mountains for a few days and then having to descend a sheer mountain.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping you wouldn't say.
Yeah.
But
that's what historical enemies of Drow Kingdoms wished I wouldn't say.
Yeah, this is true. I'm going to just summon up Phobos in his glorious beetle form, because that is the best thing that happened to me in a while.
Now
I have a beetle.
Not that you can wrestle a giant. Okay.
Yeah, not the spear, not the divinely gifted spear. The beetle.
The beetle.
Yeah,
the fucking beetle.
That's the good one.
Who doesn't look at like one of those gorgeous ass ground beetles that you see eating your damn potatoes because they're assholes, and will not want a giant one to ride?
Listen, I play Animal Crossing. Okay.
But no, back on topic. I'm going to walk back towards the camp and just see. I'm going to watch their patterns, see if they change like anything throughout the night or during the day.
There is a staggered shift in watches. So like they change the watch on one watchtower and then like 30 minutes passes and they change the watch on the other watchtower. It also appears that like the people on the outskirts who are like the more forward scouts shift and rotate with the people right in front of the door, who then rotate with the people on the brig. But there's never a time where everyone changes watch at the same time.
No, I always hated that in movies. I'm like, that doesn't happen.
Not when you're run by intelligent people.
I was about to say, I worked security. That didn't happen. I didn't even work with intelligent people. So, but no, I'm going to focus on the scouts.
Okay.
And try to figure out exactly when their changes happen in correlation with everyone else. Like, I want to see if I can estimate essentially a timetable of when they shift.
Okay.
If that's possible.
So you don't know when they started their shift, but you see, like, I'll say 2 of them switch out with people in front of the door. Like, one of them, like, 30 minutes in your shift, and one of them, like, an hour into your shift.
And they completed that ritual down there already by now, right? Or are they still
if you're waiting, if you're not doing anything, if you just wait the hour, then yes.
Yeah. I don't know what else I could do without charging in like an idiot. So.
All right. Then you do see, for a brief moment, you see everything much more clearly as there's a of arcane energy around the door.
When that happens, can I attempt to identify what happened?
You can make an Arcana check and try.
It, but I mean, I'll try. Okay, where is my Arcana? There we are. Yeah.
Definitely magic.
Yep.
What I'll give you is that it only seems to really affect like the door and the frame. It's not like around the whole camp.
I'm just gonna continue watching And like I said, just trying to map out where everyone's going. And if I ever see the same guard twice, but in a different position, I also know that.
Say again.
Because if I ever see a guard, like you said, like they rotated from the door to, or from scout to door to brig.
Mhm.
If I see the same scout at the door, I'm gonna mark that because I know that scout's about to be shipped up. And
Sure.
basically, I'm trying to figure out who's tired. I guess the
Okay, yeah.
is I'm trying to figure out who's still tired by the time we wake up to go.
By that logic, there are 2 out of 28 now Gith that are tired.
Okay, thank you. And I guess I'll just finish off my watch.
Okay.
unless
You
anything
see,
dreadful happens.
after about an hour after the ritual goes off, you do see the 4 Githyanki in front of the door. Skiff picks them back up, and they get brought back onto the brig, but the brig does not move.
Okay.
The brigs are also, again, exactly dimension door up away from the ground, as
Yeah.
is standard Gith.
That way, if they need to just drop someone real fast, kind of thing. Yep.
Go ahead.
Classic military comp. I lost my train of thought. Yes. Maneuvers. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is
So unless
that,
anything
is
else
that all
happens.
for? Nope.
Okay.
Then
I'll go.
we have one last watch. Who are you going to wake up for that?
He's gonna want cuddle time, so he's probably waking up Throck.
Okay. Throck.
You fucking
Can you see in the
slut.
dark?
I don't think. Maybe. I don't think so. Actually.
Well, then this is going to be an awkward watch for you.
No, I do have dark vision.
Okay, great.
do.
Then, yeah, you can kind of see stuff going on. Other than just keeping an eye, are you doing anything else funky?
Just as soon as he wakes up,
Mhm.
as
I tell him everything, by the way, from that happened.
yeah, then he's just gonna look at you with a blank face, and he's just gonna like, you have food.
Only because it's you, Throck. Because we spent another day, and I will create him.
You haven't completed your long rest yet.
I haven't completed my long rest. No.
So you wouldn't have had a chance to re-prepare your spells yet.
Instead, I will give you this, and I will give him some of that spiced wine back.
Drinks
So,
it.
You see him take a sip out of it too, and I'll feed you when I wake up. Leave me alone.
He just gives you like a really very primal kind of stare down.
I had to fight a giant, sir. I had other uses for that spell.
He's walking away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
why don't you make me a perception check?
Okay.
See how much you see with your dark vision.
Guess I'm preparing.
Yeah, nothing changes at all.
Okay. Yep.
However, with that natural one, I am going to need now a stealth check from you.
Oh no. Okay.
They'll fall down the mountain right in their hands. Also, Alexander didn't take his armor off when he went back to sleep, by the way, because he's going to get up in 2 hours and do it anyway. So.
Okay. So I'm going to amend my statement. Well, actually, I'm not going to yet, but so Throck, you kind of stand up, trying to like peer and see what's going on. I will say make another perception check.
Okay. I mean, Throck's stomach is pretty hungry right now.
Yeah,
so
your stomach's growling, so you're like a
Yeah.
little irritable as you do so as well. And you're looking like nothing's changed on the ground. But then you notice that the brigs are slightly closer than they were before. You see them slowly kind of drifting towards the campsite.
Oh. So am I watch over? Like almost over?
Oh, no. This was like you stepped out
Okay.
and you made your perception check and you like, huh? And then you notice that the brigs are coming close.
Like at a slow speed?
Yeah, relatively.
Like if I was to wait.
With a 21, you can see like more people coming up onto the deck, as if like some kind of attention has been called, and like the ship is kind of waking up.
Oh. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna kind of go back to Ember and be like, I don't think you're gonna get a full night's sleep.
What? What? Why? What did you do?
He points up at the sky.
I will.
So you guys are in a tiny hut, so like you can't be like affected by stuff while inside of it. But yeah, you look up, and here I'll wait to describe this. As Alexander, you are shaken awake, and I'll say, Anja, make a perception check with disadvantage, DC 10, to see if you get also woken up by that. Yeah, because you are asleep. Ooh, never mind. As you somehow sleep through it, which is even more frustrating for you, I'm sure. As yes, through the tiny hut, you can see the Astral Briggs very slowly drifting closer to the camp. Alexander.
Okay. Shock, get everyone in the tiny hut. Everyone who's not in.
We're all in the tiny hut.
Never mind.
Throck gets
That's
in.
right.
Yeah.
I'm so used to just Anja and Alex always showing
true.
up. So everyone.
This was definitely a day where everyone was allowed in the tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You know, just don't look to your left. Anyway, he will go out. Shut up. He sleeps naked. What do you mean?
You mean you don't put on underwear for like when everyone else is in there? Come on, dude.
We've already established that we don't,
Okay.
don't do this.
Anyway.
He's going to put his helmet back on. He's going to take off to go to sleep. He's put his helmet back on, and he's like, "Get everyone in the tiny hut. I'll be right back."
Huh? What? Where are you
Just
going?
shh,
Okay.
it'll be fine.
Okay.
Just make sure everyone stays in. And I'm gonna go out
Everybody's
and
here in the tiny hut. Alex is going to. Wait, what are you going to do?
I think he's
Nothing.
gonna go fight that ship.
no, I'm not gonna go fight the ship.
Wait,
I'm
what
not
ship?
suicidal. Just shh. Shush, everyone.
Don't fight
stay
things
asleep.
naked. Goes back
Okay.
to sleep.
He's standing there in full play.
Like she's talking in her sleep. This is clearly not awake. Like.
Okay. Frog, don't wake anyone else up. Just let him go to sleep.
I mean, yeah, okay, so you step outside the tiny
So I
hut.
step outside the tiny hut. I'm going to just look, without stepping outside first.
Okay.
I'm going to look around and see if there's anything I can put on top of the tiny hut and around the tiny hut to make it look more natural.
I mean,
tiny hut's
you're right.
invisible.
Yeah, like it's like you
I thought it was
can't, it
opaque
can't be
from the
seen.
outside. Yeah, it's opaque from the outside, but it also just doesn't it just look like a fuck off circle in the middle of nowhere?
No, it is opaque. So it is technically. I'm assuming Andre will make it like basically a white dome to blend it with the snow.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
fucking
you could take
snow.
more snow. Yeah, it's a mountain. You are in a mountain.
I'm not even getting out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have my beetle
Mhm.
do his best to slowly erase tracks and look like he's going around in a circle if he's looking for something, and
Sure.
try to not be conspicuous, but be conspicuous, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he's just an animal going about his
Yeah,
day.
not intentionally conspicuous.
Yes.
Cool. So, your beetle does do that
He's
100%.
erasing the tracks as he goes. That's what I'm kind of wanting him to do.
The Astral Briggs enter within like 500 feet of the camp.
Mm-hmm.
How many hit points does your horse have?
It is a beetle, so I don't know. I do not have a character sheet for that beetle.
Giant beetle?
Okay. Yeah, the Steeder.
Steeder beetles. I wasn't sure if they were a Rob specific or.
I mean, it's just like Steeders, but more fun. We'll say 30.
30. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see
So
if the fine steed actually
giant,
raises
like-
chases their health.
Yeah, the giant fire beetle has 4 hit points, so it's a.
well, but a giant
Yeah.
fire beetle is like a dog size
Yeah,
to my
that's
knowledge.
true.
This is like
A
horse
horse
size.
size beetle, that's true. So yeah, multiply it by a size, yeah.
and now it has 0 as 2 of the 4 force ballista shot at it from their maximum range impact and vaporize it.
You guys are bored as fuck.
I was about to say they shoot everything. They don't give a shit. It's just I like to imagine there's just one.
As a beetle appears outside of this opaque white sphere, and then begin trying to cover it up, it is shot and destroyed.
Oh no, my beetle was still outside. He never came back in the sphere. I never.
Okay, well, as it begins attempting to conceal this sphere, is destroyed.
Do we hear the beetle being fucking destroyed?
Yes, it is very loud. You are all woken up. As there is the impact of
I'm gonna like roll over and Alex.
No one move.
Planes of force.
No one move.
I'm putting on my armor like immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
So
everyone gear up, but no one moves.
The brigs are 480 feet away.
Okay.
Do you have enough time to doff armor?
Yeah. I was trying to buy time, but he kind of just died instantly. So
how long does it take, everyone?
I'm already up in armor. I'm going to help everyone that needs armor. If someone needs help putting armor on, we need to help them because we have to be all outfitted for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's putting on armor?
How long does it take you to put? I think it's
It's light. So
I'll say light is like.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I know there's bonus if someone helps you. I just don't remember what it is.
I got you. All right.
Yes.
Do I have the ability to doff armor and re-prepare spells? Or
You haven't taken a long rest.
I haven't.
No, this was the beginning of Throck's watch.
Light armor is a minute, and
Yeah,
we
it's a
can
minute.
cut that. We can cut that in half if someone helps them.
Sure.
Yeah, I have light armor too, so I can put on my light armor.
Someone help with that, so we only need to
Tighten my corset over my nightgown.
Yep. I'll say at the rate they're moving, they'll probably be within like 120 feet at the end of 30 seconds.
Okay, everyone ready?
Like they're not there. It's a very slow approach.
And then I can help somebody once I doff my corset. So if Alex needs help, I can help him.
I mean,
I was already in my armor.
Oh, you
yeah,
were?
so
Okay. So
there's
who needs help?
enough people here that
Fine.
don't wear armor, like Prospina and Elenia, who can just help all the people who do wear armor. So it sounds like
Okay.
everyone can just get in their light armor. Because
Okay.
everyone here has light armor that's not
Light
already
armor
in.
and my shoes. I'm in my nightgown, but
What
let's
does
do
Throck
it.
wear?
And my cloak of protection, of
I'm
course.
pretty sure Throck wears 0 armor.
Zero?
Yeah.
If that leather, which is light, so is fine. What are y'all doing as the two brigs kind of enter into 120 foot?
Alexander is pulling out his spear and shield and just telling everyone to get ready to fucking run and follow him.
When I hear you say that, like, my eyebrows go up and...
He's ethereal.
Do you also
Yes.
plan on running?
He's in the ethereal.
So wait, what'd you do? You went ethereal, Hungers?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
We don't have the resources to deal with it, so we just need to run.
Okay, as long as you also plan on running,
Okay.
we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I need you all to roll initiative. Make sure you click on yourself when you do.
Oh, well, I didn't do that because
okay.
I'm bad.
If you don't, then I'll take care of it. But if you can remember,
Hey!
it helps.
Let's say an 11. Not my worst initiative roll ever rolled.
Initiative. Let me click on my token real quick before I
Oof.
do that.
That's a 1 from Chatter. That's
Ooh,
unfortunate.
chatter. No, baby, don't.
11 from you. Alexander was a
Oh.
20.
I think I just turned
No. An 11 from Alexander. And a 20 from Throck. And Anja.
7.
So, Throck, is there anything you would like to do in this moment?
We're all running, eh? Okay, so first I would like to do is I'd like to cast Freedom of Movement on Elenia,
Okay.
Nice.
and then I'm gonna kind of turn to the group and be like, "Where are we running to?"
Just follow me. I saw something that might help. I don't know if we're gonna get there in time, but this might work.
Okay.
Would you rather be sitting and shot by ballistas 20 to 30 times?
No, I'm just trying to decide what I should do.
Just
gotta
go. Just transform into your earth elemental thing you were talking about earlier and just dig.
It is 6 seconds, so...
Okay, yeah, I do that. I go outside the tent and I turn into an earth elemental with my bonus action.
All right. So cast for your movement, turn into Earth Elemental, and then you can... Are you going to descend into the Earth?
Yes, as soon as I get out there, just...
And then you're fleeing. That happens there. Elenia will just book it. Alexander.
Okay.
Which Elenia can actually seem to move. Actually, no, not any quicker than a normal person would.
Okay. Alexander is going to cast Expeditious Retreat on himself as a bonus action and immediately dash.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He immediately dashes with the action and then dashes again. He's heading straight for, because both the astral breaks are above us right now, right?
Yeah.
He's heading straight for the door.
Okay.
This was the chance he was looking for. He's going straight for the door, and
Okay.
well, I was gonna see if I could use my action because
It's
I'm not
bonus
dashing.
action to cast, and then
yeah, you automatically dash
Yep.
as part of that.
So
action.
okay, guys, so you're only double moving, and then what would you want to do with that action?
I'm going to action. I have to remember what the spell does. Wait a second.
You already cast the spell.
I know.
Okay.
All right, it's not a spell, but yeah. It's
What are you thinking of?
ability. I'm thinking of a thing I don't think I have because I'm dumb and forgot to put it on here. Never mind. I will not do that. I will just action dash as well.
Okay, cool. So, as a reminder, you guys are again like 700 feet away. So mark off how close you are by how much you move. So like Alexander moved 90 feet. Montana, do you have how fast your Earth Elemental glides?
Yes, it goes at 30 feet.
30 feet. So you're 30 feet closer. Elenia is 60 feet closer. So I'll mark that down for Elenia. Great. Anja, what are you doing?
Okay, so what I will do. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna grab chatter. How many people can I grab? And I will hold my action to thunderstep
Okay. Until everyone's left.
until everyone is left, other than chatter, because I'll take chatter with me.
Sounds good. It
In the
is
direction
now-
that Alex went. Yeah.
You see someone peek out from the one astral brig and cast a spell outside of counterspell range, and they dispel the tiny hut. So everyone's still in that area, which is Proserpina, Anja, Honghuzi, and not Honghuzi because he's ethereal. So Anja, Proserpina, Chatter to all make dex saving throws, as the held actions of the Force Ballista are now unheld.
Dex saves.
Yes,
And
because
Alex left
there's so
us.
many, and Alex is not near enough to give that bonus. So
I did not think they were going to be able to dispel that. So
Hey, they
You
can
didn't.
cast spells. Yeah. Tiny hut is legit. Okay.
so because you can't cast spells through tiny hut unless it's gone. Dex save for Chatter.
I just didn't want to hurt Proserpina. That's why I didn't.
Sure.
do that.
And did I get your deck
Not
save
yet.
here?
I'm getting there. Sorry.
No problem.
17.
Okay, so you're the only one that succeeds of the group here. So it would be that many. Okay, so that means that Anja, you take 16 force damage, and the other two take 33 force damage, as the 4 force ballista just explode. You are now essentially in a small crater, as just the massive amount of magical energy and force that has been flung at you kind of radiates through the area, as both force ballista on both brigs are fired at you 3. So that's that. Anguzi, you're ethereal. Make a stealth check. Actually, well, no, just make a perception check. The stealth doesn't really matter anymore.
Looking for it.
Yeah.
Want to find it.
Mm-hmm. You feel watched.
Where is it?
You feel watched from the direction of the door. That's about all you can tell.
Don't like that one bit. Okay, so what is my movement speed?
It's just your normal movement.
Yeah, but I remember there's rules for moving vertically.
Through things.
And vertically too. I know through things is double. I think vertically is something else. What is it?
Etherealness.
It's a half move. Oh. Yeah, it's half movement. I thought.
Oh, okay. It's it costs double to move up and down. So I'm going to dash and start moving. We're gonna move at an angle. I'm gonna move towards the door, but also upwards towards the brig.
Okay. So you can get 30 feet up.
Right.
Okay. So mark that down for yourself. So. Oh, I'm so sorry. Proserpina, did I get you an initiative? I did not. Oh, Proserpina, you were like first. I'm so sorry. So we're going to retcon real quick, because what would Proserpina have done before all this happened?
Run. She was told to run, so she would run.
Great. So mark that you're 60 feet
And the
away
thing is, if
and erase
Proserpina
that.
wasn't in there, Anja would
Erase
have
that damage.
thunderstepped out.
Yeah, so we'll completely undo that. So take away that damage from yourself
Okay.
and mark that you and Chatter are 300 feet closer.
Which means you can dimension door inside from there.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming, right? None of you know about the ritual that happened that's protecting the door, except for Throck.
Okay, so that means that the Gith would still the Gish would still dispel the tiny hut, not knowing if there were any of you left in there.
Well, as soon as I left, it would have gone.
Oh, that's true.
That's the thing. It just like dispersed and there's nobody there, but instead a thunderous fucking boom. Like of me getting the fuck out with Shatter.
Oh,
Yo.
also the snow. You see the snow clear from the thunder.
Great. So
What is also the range of the attack on Thunder Spell? I just want to check that real quick.
on Thunderstep,
Yeah, Thunder Step.
it's just like everything within 10, I think.
90.
Oh, Thunderstep's actual teleport range.
Oh,
is
I think, it would be 30. Yeah, never mind. I was just, if something was close enough, I'm just saying it might have taken some damage.
Yes, but they didn't teleport down to you.
Okay.
Okay, so then the Githyanki do something entirely different. So the brigs will move in pace with the people moving like normal people speed. And let me check a range here. Don't believe so. No. Okay. Then Alexander, being one of the people who is moving especially fast, make a dex save.
Yeah, that's fair.
As they don't have to worry about dispelling
18?
the hut. 18. So you will take 18 fire damage as a fireball is cast upon you by the Gish instead. As you succeed the dex save, you manage to get ahead of the conflagration of flame, which does seem to alert the, normal Githyanki troops that are guarding this, who seemed already fairly alert. And then the ballistae are only going to be able to go after people who moved normal people amounts, which I believe in range is just Proserpina and Elenia, because Anja teleported, Alexander ran,
Chatter.
Chatter and you are 300 feet away.
Yeah.
So it's just Proserpina and Elenia, so you're both are going to be attacked twice by 2 different force ballistae. So, what's your armor class again, Proserpina?
14.
14. One of them misses you. However, you do take 16 points of force damage as you're not directly hit, because these are, again, like ballista-sized things of force energy, as you are essentially like clipped, or like just the kind of wake of this thing pushes you to the side and almost onto the ground. And Elenia, that's 2 hits on our good friend Elenia. Ooh. Okay, you see Elenia hit twice and not knocked unconscious, but
There she looks.
2 hit points. So that is our retcon over. So Honghuzi just went. So Chatter will. Chatter knows that he can't leave the area.
He's holding on to me, and I'm gonna be like,
Right.
I can get you inside if you wait. You'll be the first one in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose I'll have Chatter just make 2 distraction eagles with a 5th level spell.
Cool.
As
Go
he
Chatter.
conjures 2 giant eagles to try and go harry the force ballista on one of the brigs.
Instead of pocket sand, pocket eagles.
As they throw their hand up and he casts conjure animals, you see kind of like lifter, like the wind seemed to just kind of swirl around and pick up snow, and just 2 giant eagles just burst out of the snowy wind. So they'll go now. So you see them fly up and have to use that action to dash and get pretty close to the one of the astral breaks. Proserpina, you just booking it?
I'm gonna book it and just holding everything and just I gotta go. Why is everyone trying to kill me? I didn't do nothing to the Order of the World to the Rose. I didn't do nothing to these people. And then action surge and book it some more.
Great.
Hell
so
yeah, baby.
mark 90 more feet.
All right.
And then, so when you all are within 120 feet of the door, who are like running up there, let me know, because that's when things are gonna get more complicated for you all.
Whose turn is
Throck, I'm assuming you're just 60 feet burrowing.
Yep.
Great. You know what? I'm just gonna say because of directness, go ahead and add another 30 feet on, because you're like straight line, just like burrowing.
You're graboiding this shit, man.
Right.
Except he doesn't have to worry about large rocks randomly killing him.
Right.
Or sewage tunnels, or whatever the hell it was.
So now it's the Briggs go, because that was their held action that they retconned. So they're going to fire at some giant eagles. One of them is the one that the giant eagles are flying towards. So that will... Ooh, that's a natural 20. Which could have been on y'all, but instead destroys a giant eagle.
Yeah.
Also,
And the second one...
never mind. I'll wait.
And then the second giant eagle is clipped but not destroyed. So you see one of them into nothingness and the other one just damaged. However, they seem very intent on destroying Elenia. So Helenia falls unconscious and fails one death saving throw as the two Force Ballista slam into them. As you see they even begin to cast shield, and it shatters it, and like shards fly across the ground as Elenia now makes the death saving throw. That's 2 failures from Elenia. Alexander,
How close is Elenia to me?
how far away are you? You're 90 feet
I'm
away.
90 feet in.
So you're 30 feet away.
Okay. I'm going to run back, grab Elenia, and just hoist her over my shoulder. I forget. Let me check something. I don't remember if this is an action. Yeah, I'm gonna action lay on hands to just give her a point of HP and just start booking it with her. So I get to go 30 feet. No, bonus action dash, so 60 feet still.
So you used your bonus action to get to him.
No,
I action
used,
to heal.
right.
Because you were 30 feet away, so you bonus action to get to him,
away.
heal 1 point with your action, and then you can basically get back to 90 feet away. So you've not moved any closer to the door.
That's not gonna work.
Because you still only have 30 feet of movement speed. So, that's your go.
No, I'm gonna wreck on it. Sorry.
Okay. What are you doing
Because
instead?
that's not gonna work. Instead, I'm gonna run back to Elenia.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab her.
You grab him.
Him. Sorry, was it her or him?
It's a they.
Laney has been him for 12
Oh,
episodes.
it's been a him? Oh, I thought it was a they.
Well,
kind of
no.
fluctuated. He,
Yeah.
they.
He, they.
I'll grab them. And then I will... Can I see who's manning the ballista?
He's some Gith.
Or is it... I mean, like,
You think he...
What I mean is, can I see them? Like, can I actually see the Gith? Or can I know who's
Vaguely, yeah.
shooting it.
They're within visual range, I'd say. As they've also descended down to be within Force Ballista range, which is about like 120 feet.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. That actually helps.
Great. I'm a helper.
I have to pee again. Let me know what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
You said within 120 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, here we go. Can I see both of the ballistas that shot Elenia? They're both
So
within
there are
120
two
feet,
ballista
right?
on the front of each astral brink.
Yes. But I can see them, and they're both within 120 feet because they both shot Elenia, correct?
Yeah.
I'll just bolt towards one each. Towards the ballista. I want to attempt to... This is... So I'm trying to pinpoint the firing.
Yeah, you're trying to blow up the ballista.
No, I just want to stop the firing from happening.
Right,
No, I'm not
okay.
going to blow the ballista up in one shot. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to see if maybe I can, fuck with the firing motion.
Let's roll 2 attack rolls first.
Okay. I was
Or is
just
it-
making sure.
3 at this point. It might be 3
It's
actually.
level 11, so it's 3.
So 3. So
So
hit.
two towards the closest
Hit.
one.
Okay. So those 2. So then roll me just a charisma check twice.
Oh, that's a save. Sorry.
Yeah.
Charisma is this one.
So just two charisma checks, and if they add up to a number in my head, then something. Okay.
30 is total.
So I will say that one has disadvantage on its next check because it seems like just getting hit by 2 Eldritch Blasts is enough to disable this war machine.
I was trying to pinpoint like a weakness on it if I could, but probably not.
Listen, if you want, I'm all for you studying Githyanki Force Ballista and find their weakness, but you're not going to do
Right
that in
now,
6 seconds.
No. He's
Fortunately.
guesstimating.
There is something
based
I
on
could
a
do in
ballista
6
he's seen
seconds,
before.
though. So.
If you had rolled like a nat 20, definitely 2 nat 20s, then we can talk. But with
No, that was more of he's seen ballista in action before. Maybe he
But
could do something, but not
It will have disadvantage on its shot. So
Okay.
there you
and then
go.
I will bonus action my dashed Dragalania with me.
And
Because-
you left Elenia, right?
No, I still host her.
So you're grabbing
Yeah.
them and then just running. So you're
Yeah.
back to where you were.
Yeah, back to where I was
Just
still. But
they're still unconscious and bleeding
Yeah.
on you. Okay. Anja, what are you doing?
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
this is the wizard laugh.
a lapse in wizard.
So, Chatter and I teleported 90 feet away.
90
Right.
feet away. Is that how far?
That is
Yeah.
Thunder Step is 90 feet.
Oh, I thought it
Dimension
was
door is
further.
300
Nope.
feet.
Cool.
Or 500
Alright.
feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, change of plans. So, what I'm understanding is the ballistas is 120 feet away.
Correct.
Cool. It's an event horizon.
All right.
distance.
Great.
But
How large is the radius of that?
event horizon is a 30-foot radius sphere for the duration. The darkness passes through non-magical surfaces. A creature with dark
Oh.
vision can't see through with it.
That's right, because Thunderstep can be heard from 300 feet away. It doesn't teleport you 300 feet away.
Yeah.
I always get that mixed up in
Yeah.
my head. Great. So yeah, you're able to cover basically the whole front of this ship.
Yeah, that's because the way that she sees this, it's like that ballista and that brig. No, just
Yeah. So
fucking
are you
no.
can do that on the one that has been firing at Alenia and seem to have the Gish on it, or the one that's been firing on you and Chatter?
The one that's on Alania and
Great.
and I
And
will
Allison.
bonus action to Blade Song to up my AC as well.
Mhm,
But I will use my action to cast Event Horizon on the front of this first ship.
And the things are taking damage at the start of their turn, end of their turn.
Yeah, right. So
Because
any
I
creature
remember-
that starts its turn inside the area must succeed a strength saving
Great.
throw or be pulled
Yep.
10 feet towards it.
So it's
Um,
now. So I'm actually just gonna roll for them real quick.
And do you want me to just go ahead and just straight up roll that
Yeah. So go
damage?
ahead and just roll that damage. It appears that you probably got one of. It appears you probably got one of the
Mhm.
Gish in there.
Alright, it's
Good news is
66.
doesn't it do damage to
Oh yeah. Oh,
Just
I
as
mean,
well.
It's doing
even if
damage,
it didn't,
obviously,
it's
to the,
definitely
yeah.
doing damage. I mean, maybe even more important than the damage just doing to the ship is that like you can't fire a force ballista while in a black hole.
Yeah.
Like that kind of puts a damper on that.
Mhm.
So seeing that the other Gish that was on the deck of this ship is going to throw a fireball at you, Anja.
Alright,
and
I
thus
can use
ostensibly
my
shatter.
reaction to absorb elements.
You attempt to what?
Absorb elements.
Absorb elements. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Just so yeah, go and make your deck save. I will
Yes.
make one for Chatter.
And I'm gonna also link absorb. Can I? Ooh, I can
Ooh.
upcast absorb elements too.
Yeah, but upcasting it just means that your next melee attack does more damage.
Yeah, so
More
I'm
fire
just gonna
damage?
burn the one spell slot for it.
Yeah.
So deck
So
save.
unfortunately, Chatter rolls pretty bad.
Low. And my deck save is big oof.
So you both fail. So you both take 27 fire damage.
I
and I need
take
you to make.
half.
Right. So you take
Mhm.
13. So I need you to
13.
make a DC 10 concentration check on Event Horizon.
Okay, Blade Song gives me a +3 on my Constitution, so 10. You said right?
Yep.
Come
'Cause you
on.
take that much damage.
Oh,
So you're good. Even without Blade Song, you're good. Amazing. So
Amazing.
that
That's
is
what I do.
that turn. So Hong Huzi.
This is on real bad, real quick. Just staying at my elevation, just 60 straight towards that talking hole that's fucking watching me. I don't
Yeah.
like that, but yeah.
Yep, you know when to tell me that you're super close. Chatter will. You don't look. Oh yeah, actually, you don't look very hurt at all. So just do a first level of cure wounds on you, just to kind of keep you healthy, Anja.
Oh, thanks.
So that's 7 more hit points to you.
Okay, so, like, I only have to subtract, like, 4.
So you've only lost 6 in aggregate.
Gotcha.
So sorry, Rob. I just wanted to ask something before I got to the brig's turn again.
At whose?
To the brig, just turn
Okay.
again. Where they're
What's up?
firing. Would it be possible for me to somehow hold Alania so that if the ballista hit, it would be hitting me, not her?
Sure.
Yeah.
I allow that
Yeah.
100%.
This is
Uh,
a lady is not a girl.
Whatever.
They, Proserpina, just
Stop
Book him.
misgendering your friend.
I'm a ginger. I can get everything
You're
wrong.
muted.
Do I see any of the
Oh,
fight
you see all
happening,
of this going on, yeah.
I'm
I'll
gonna
say
use
the
my
sun has begun to rise as well, like so people.
30 feet forward with my movement.
Mhm.
Oh, then I guess we're doing this then. Would I be able to see the Gish who fireballed Anja?
Yeah, totally.
Okay then. Well, you know what's going to happen now?
I sure do. Bring it.
First attack.
Mhm.
Sharpshooter.
Yep.
I'm going to drop the
girl.
+1 on the dragon bone bow.
Okay.
Bursting arrow. Using the knockback arrow I bought from the kobold. Oh, and I'm using one of my nat 20s.
Amazing. Roll me all that damage, please.
Now I gotta do math. Okay, so that's
So-
2d8 plus.
So if
10
you
plus
click
20.
just the damage on the weapon, it should come up with
Okay.
both damage and critical damage. Obviously, you won't have bursting arrow in there.
Just the
You'll-
damage?
Yeah. So if you just click on the damage little box, it should do both. No, never mind. So then, yeah, it'll be 2d8, I believe 4d6 plus
Okay, so that,
plus 16, I believe. Yes, because of the +1 from the dragon
2d8.
bone.
2d8. And
Okay.
then 4d6.
Okay.
So that's 22.
22.
That's 38.
38 points of piercing damage, and as well as a strength save, which they fail and fall back prone. Yeah, like from just an exceptionally huge distance, just directly in the chest, you can kind of just barely see the like half plate armor that all the Yankee Gish like bend in where the impact hits, and they're like pushed back just to the very edge of the brig. That's your first attack.
Yeah.
Because I was an extra 20, you can definitely still see them to shoot at them again. Even
Yeah,
though-
we're gonna do that. Second attack is to use the other knockback arrow I bought.
Okay, I see.
It's going to have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack against a prone person.
Yes. So I'm guessing no sharpshooter.
No sharpshooter.
All right. Hit me. 19 will still unequivocally hit. And that's going to be a very important strength save for them. So I'm going to roll this one above board. Did I give you DC for that?
No, you did not.
Okay, then we'll call that DC 14 because they weren't like
Okay.
super powerful magical things. So they only have a +3. So 10 or lower, and they're off the ship. 10, that's a 5. So yeah, that Gish begins plummeting as you fire the second knockback arrow, and you see they basically flip ass over tea kettle off the side of the brig and begin plummeting.
I think you
And then
jinxed
they're
it by
gonna-
saying they needed to roll a 10 roll, because you rolled exactly half of what you needed.
Yeah, exactly. That's how D&D works. Yeah, and
One
you
more
move
attack?
your 30 feet closer, so you are good.
I still got one more shot.
Oh,
I
the
get 3
11th
attacks per
level, yes. Do you want to shoot them while they're falling? You wouldn't get
Yes,
prone
yes, I do.
disadvantage anymore.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm gonna shoot the sharpshooter. We're going Katniss on this one.
Hell
Let's
yeah!
Shooting someone like while they are falling out of the air. I'm so
Reroll.
Hell yeah!
Okay. Do it.
Hell yeah!
20 hits for 17 more damage. Amazing. As that's, let me check here. That's 28 plus. Yeah, you've done like about 60 damage already in one turn.
How far is this poor
Gish.
man falling? How far is this poor Gish falling? again?
120 feet. So here, I'll just see if I even have to worry about them because that's 12d6 falling damage here. Um, so that's 25, 46. Okay, so you see them, and they are barely alive. They are clinging to life as Proserpina, you almost down a Gish, which is you all have fought multiple Gish. They are deadly combatants. Just one of them in almost one round. Congratulations.
That's
Throck.
my
This is
girl.
the worst morning ever for that poor Gish.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Throck, knowing none of this, is just going to keep going forward.
I will say, make a perception.
There's a lot of loud booms up there.
I mean, like, you know, you have tremor sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you are very confused because you feel the impact of something hitting the ground at like terminal velocity.
Okay. I kind of like peek up.
Yeah, and you see one of the like Gish on the ground, like almost dead. You see one of the brigs with a black hole on the front.
Just eating away at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're fighting. Oh, okay.
Now, to be fair, the only Githyanki within your like range is the one on the ground who fell 120 feet. The rest are by the door, which is again still like 700 feet away.
Okay, well then I have to take that one out then.
Okay,
Clearly.
great.
Get
Go
'em,
and make 2
son.
attacks at advantage because they're prone, having fallen 120 feet. Yeah, both hit. Roll me some. Well, you already. Those both hit anyway. Just roll more two more d20. See if you crit, just for fun. Not that you really need it, but like you never know. It's fun to crit. Okay, so how do you kill this poor Gish?
Okay. I just want to do like the classic crocodile coming up and just like jumping over and just like snapping him in half and going back into earth.
You 100% just like, and then back into the ground. So
the rest of my movement.
and then mark yourself 30 feet closer. So we have one set of Force Ballista is being eaten away by a black hole. The other two, though, are going to turn away from the eagle and fire both at Anja, though, because they were able to see who cast that spell.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, and I don't have a reaction because I use absorb elements.
Correct, and a 21 to hit.
My AC right now with Blade Song is. Oh, hold up. What is?
Okay, so 18
it's-
points of force damage from the first hit,
Mm-hmm.
and another 21 from the second. So 39 points of force damage total,
Okay.
and 2 concentration checks, both DC 10.
Yep. 5. Let me just do this math right here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then 2 con checks of 10, right?
2 con saves.
Alright.
It saves even, so.
Yep. Okay, here's the first one of 10. Yep.
Yep, you're good.
And the second one, yep.
You're good.
I'm taking those hits, fam.
Yeah,
Like-
as you like through the pain, keep that like reality bending black hole intact.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna destroy
All right,
this
everyone.
fucking shit.
Ready for does Alania just straight up die check? Because 9 or lower, he's dead. That's their death saving throw failed.
Oh my
That
god!
is
Jesus.
Oh my
Barely.
god! Our
one
boy!
success.
Okay.
So he is barely alive.
Mhm.
All right, Alexander, what are you doing?
He is going to see that Elenia is not dead yet, so he's going to let him figure that out on his own. And
Yeah,
Lay on
you're
hands
gonna
here,
just
man.
move closer,
please.
like 90 feet.
I'm gonna move closer 60 feet.
Okay, what you doing with your action?
And Can I see the Gith that are in front yet or not?
1 second, Anja.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I rolled with disadvantage and I rolled another 17, so
Okay.
it still hits you twice.
Okay.
So I forgot about the disadvantage, so I wanted to be
Be
good.
fair, of course.
But I didn't then roll a 17, so it didn't really matter. So, what are you doing with that action?
I'm telling you after I figure out how close I am.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not close enough yet. So I guess because apparently someone's dying or something, he's gonna put some key into my boy Melania.
Okay.
He's gonna. It's gonna wake him up a little violently because after Ares just blessed him, he's kind of on a.
And how many hit points are you gonna give Alenia?
45.
You're gonna give him full 45.
Yeah.
I will be nice. I will be nice and tell you that they cannot even benefit from a full 35. So if you want to heal him the next 38 will be what you want.
Okay, I'll do 38 then.
There you go. Because I'm nice. Not gonna make you waste the land hand points.
7. Okay, I have 7 left.
Because we still have 24 Gith Yankee down the road. Great. So Anja.
Mm-hmm. By the way, beginning of everyone's turn on the fucking brig. Did they have their turn yet?
They did.
Yeah, they taken more fucking damage.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, I've been rolling strength saves and
yeah.
It's not looking great for them anyway. But yeah, go ahead.
There you go. Another 17 bludgeoning for them.
17 bludgeoning. All right.
Okay, so I'm holding conversation. Just because I leave the range of the spell, it's already casted.
Oh yeah. It's still
right.
it'll still go on no matter what.
It'll go on
unless
as long
the
as
only
I
way
can
it's gonna go
cast it.
down is if you lose concentration.
Yeah, no. Then I'll go ahead and all right, this shit is up and it's taking out this first brig. I'm gonna fucking run. I'm gonna use my full 80 feet.
All right.
My
so
full
mark
action,
yourself
or
closer,
40.
so you should be 170 feet closer. 170 feet on your way, right?
Yeah, because I have 40 speed
Increased
of movement
movement
with
from
blade singing.
blade song.
So I'm gonna dash. So I'll have 80.
Amazing.
That's my full action. Yeah, I'm gonna
Awesome.
run.
Yeah.
I'm one dimension door down because of that spell slot, but I have some higher spell slots we could probably sacrifice. So
Sure.
I'm
You
down.
certainly could.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna make another save for the Gish stuck in the. Okay. Natural 20.
Ah.
So, you all do see clawing their way out of the black hole the other Gish. And they are very upset about it, but they're gonna have to use their whole movement and action to get out of its pull, because it draws people in. It makes it harder to get away.
I mean,
so
it is technically also destroying the whole of the ship, the
oh,
front of the
100%.
ship, right? So,
Yeah.
I'm assuming at some point it's just not gonna be able to fly anymore.
Oh, I'm keeping track of damage
Okay.
not only on
Excellent.
the Gith Yankee,
I believe
but
in you, Rob.
whole itself. We did this on the finale of season 2 as well.
It's true. This is the first thing. Yeah, I'm just
This is
gonna
not the
I'm
first
gonna
time.
DM Jammy right now and be like, thank you for this spell.
Oh boy. All right. So Hunguzi, are you just
550 feet away. 550 feet away.
all right? Great. Chatter will just follow. He guesses. So Chatter's now 150 feet away because Chatter does not have your boosted speeds, Anja. And now the eagle is shifting to the other force ballist, the other force ballista set, because one of them's the one that was firing at you that they were headed towards is kind of good now, kind of taken care of. Proserpina.
Oh, we're running again? Okay, and just gonna book it.
Great. Mark 60 feet.
Alright.
All right. Throck.
So I kind of want to figure out where Alexander is.
So Alexander, how far away from the thing are you marked down as?
I am 150 feet away.
Okay.
Okay. And so how
So
far away are you?
Oh no, I'm 150 feet away from where we started. Sorry.
Yeah. So this you should just be marking down basically how much movement you are, because that's how one it's like you are 150 out of 700. So
You're 550 away if you're 150.
Okay, so I'm the same amount of distance. I just
Okay.
want to try and keep in pace with them, but
yeah,
continue my movement.
with your tunneling and his expedition retreat, if neither of you stops, you can just keep going in tandem.
Okay, cool. So keep moving forward.
Okay,
But like
great.
if I do sense that he does, I'm gonna like stop.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You can essentially kind of like stutter step your held action. I'll say that you can just kind of like, if you when I tell Alexander to mark, you mark your distance. So
Awesome. Cool.
no problem. I'll allow that. No problem. We got some force ballista stuff. So go ahead and roll 66 again. Anja?
Oh, me? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I like.
It's back to the
I'm
it's back
sorry.
to the
I
brig.
keep getting people like talking to me on other things, and it's like,
But
oh,
not
it's
in
my
chat.
turn, right?
it's okay.
Come on, chat.
Um,
66. What's going on? 21.
all right,
Let's
great.
do it.
So the crew on the blister are dead, so I don't have to keep rolling for them. Thank goodness. And the ship is starting to take quite a bit of damage. Luckily for them, the like hull integrity isn't as important for keeping it afloat because it's not like a ship, but it is still important. Now there are still 2 force ballistas, so one of them is going to fire at the distraction eagle, which will hit. And wow, roll poorly and not kill it. So then the second one will miss it. All right, so that's the force ballista taken care of for that round by the distraction eagle.
It's
Get
you
on
right
it.
now.
Yeah, very good job from them.
Somebody get that eagle
Uh,
eye patch.
Yes, please. Elenia will just stick with you, Alexander. They can't really keep pace with
I
you,
haven't
so
let
they're
him
just
go.
gonna let.
He's still holding him.
Okay, yeah. Then I guess Elenia will. So you were 150 feet, so now they're
Yeah.
210 feet away from the door. So they just keep running. All right. So that's Elenia's go as they are back up at full. Alexander, are you just booking?
Yeah, I'm getting
90
My-
feet would be movement action, bonus action.
yeah, I'm getting 60 feet again, so I have my action. I'm gonna take an assessment of what's going on around me. See who needs
I mean,
help
that's
or
not
anything.
true. That's not really an action. You can kind of see where
I
everyone's
know.
at.
I know. I'm waiting to take my action to dash
Okay, so
again
you're
if
holding
I
your
need
action?
to do anything. Or if I need to do anything first, I'm looking around to see what's going on with everyone else.
Okay.
How's everyone else doing?
Anja looks fairly hurt, I believe.
I'm just like, like hyperventilating
But
as Anja fucking does.
actually, Anja's ahead of you because
Yeah.
of teleport, I believe. Or actually, no, you guys
We're
are in
about
fairly.
even.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
actually
I'm
with your
210 right
movement
now.
bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
You could get up to Anja actually.
I'm gonna get up next to Anja.
Okay.
And you good?
Actually, just with your movement. So just with your movement, you can get to Anja and have 10 feet of movement left.
You good?
Oh no, I am not good at all. There's nothing good about what's going on right now. Why did no
Are you
one wake
dying?
me up? I couldn't see what was. Oh my god.
She went so high pitched I couldn't hear a word she said.
That's the point.
Well,
She looks awful. She looks exhausted and tired. She's trying to keep the black hole going. Like, she doesn't even know what the plan is. If there's a plan, she's not okay, Alex. She's in her nightgown. Like,
yeah. Okay, maybe bad question. I
Yeah,
will
actually.
cast on Anja. Not divine favor. It's not what it's called. The what is it? It's the fucking divine shield or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Find
Yep.
it.
So
The
plus
one
2
that
to
gives
armor class.
Yeah.
oh,
That's
nice.
what it's called. So
It's just called divine shield, right?
yeah. Is Expeditious
Oh.
Retreat concentration?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Then you, if you did want Expeditious Retreat, you may
Right.
not.
Right.
is your call.
My AC is currently a 17.
We
Just
are
to let you
very
know.
far away.
Yeah, like I don't
I
have a
had
low
heard-
AC right now. It's just they've been hitting it pretty bad. But now I have reactions, so I do also have shield at my disposal if possible.
I
So
will, instead of doing that, I will turn around with my action. Is there a force ballista within 120 feet of me?
Yeah, I'll say so.
3 Eldritch bolts at the thing.
At the ballista or its operators?
The ballista. I'm trying to permanently take care of it because they could just switch out operators.
Okay, so make 3 attacks.
Yeah. By the way, my new, since I have a spear now, my new Eldritch Blast is just me pointing my spear, and it looks like 3 more spears come out of it to attack things.
Nice. As these 3 spears of pure Eldritch Force leap out. Okay, so make 3 charisma checks. Unless you're trying to just blow it up.
No, I'm trying to disable it. Blowing it up isn't. I mean, yeah, I'm blowing it up, but I'm more also trying to pinpoint.
Yeah.
That last
Okay.
one though.
It definitely has disadvantage on its attack. I'll say for the next 2 rounds.
Okay. Am I getting any better at doing that then? Am I starting to figure it out?
I mean, you hit it 3 times and you rolled pretty good. So like, you don't think you were close to blowing it up, but you're like, yeah. I mean, you what you're essentially seem to be doing is like knocking it off its axis. So they have to like reset it into like the ground so that it has a stable shooting position.
By the way, there's the damage for it if that matters. I forgot to roll damage for the other one.
Well, I was saying that essentially you're not doing damage as you're trying to like pinpoint accuracy, shoot stuff.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
And I'm going to. I saw my bonus action, right? Because you said it just took my movement to get there pretty
Yep.
much.
So then you're gonna move 30 more feet.
Yeah. And as I pass by Elenia, I'm picking him back up. I'm just like, stay.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
fine.
pick him up. He's
So-
fine.
60 feet closer, as well as now, Montana, you are now 60 feet closer, keeping lockstep. Anja,
She's running.
great.
Wait, first of all, she's asking Alex, "What's the plan?
Hmm.
What are we doing?"
You're muted.
Get to the door.
I'm not muted. Am I muted?
No, I am.
No.
I was.
Oh, okay.
I was.
Alexander was.
My plan is get to the door. That's the plan right now because we don't
I
have
like
a
this
better
plan.
plan. We can't
Okay.
exactly run away from them. We're going to be running an open desert pretty much, from what I remember, right?
We're in the mountains
So-
now. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, but running away from them is desert, or else we have to go up on a mountain, which is worse.
What does the
Cool.
So can I assume? Actually, the other thing I would like to ask Alex, because he can see magical darkness with his devil's sight. Is the ballista in the black hole destroyed?
Yes, both of them.
Oh, okay.
There's
I'll-
nothing living inside the black hole now. Just
Okay,
eating away from the ship.
I will drop concentration on the black hole.
Okay, got it. So the brig is going to stay intact, but there's no more ballista.
Okay.
There is another bit.
I'm casting haste on myself.
Cool. Love it.
Because
Understandable.
if we're getting to the door and there are those Gith there, I still have the best chance of taking care of multiple opponents at one time.
Sure.
So I'm gonna cast haste on
So you-
myself and book it.
80 feet just with your movement.
Just with my movement.
And then you may use your hasted action to dash again.
Yep.
So you get 160 feet closer. So how
Yes.
close are you now?
So I was 90, 80, 160.
Great. 90, 80, 160, so 330.
Mm-hmm.
370 away.
So here, when you are 580 feet or closer, let me know, is
Okay.
what I need to know.
I gotta
She
keep
is
this
now.
open.
She is now.
No.
She's 370 feet. 370 feet
So,
away.
so sorry, when you've done 580 feet or more of movement, let me know.
Yeah.
So great. So that Gish is no longer in fireball range of Anja, but you've also dropped the black hole, so that's good and bad news. So
Yeah.
they will, yeah. So they will instead throw fireball at the person who killed their peer. So Proserpina, make a dex save. As that brig moves at a pace that you think would probably be unsuitable for like ballista fire, because there needs to be like some amount of stability. But since there's no more ballista on that one, it can move quicker and moves up to 120 feet of Proserpina. Proserpina, you're not going to take very much damage at all from this. You take a whole 7 damage as you succeed the save and are a tiefling. So the 28 is quartered to 7. And that's all I can do from that. So, Honghuzi, are you just...
70 more feet, because I forgot that I had a bonus to
yeah.
movement.
You can go ahead and back add that. Chatter will...
Poor Chatter.
Yeah. Chatter
Does he have
will just...
anything to transform into that just increases his speed?
Yeah, he can just transform into a giant eagle at this point.
Okay.
Fly up, fly closer. So, Chatter was how you were 170 feet away, so now Chatter is moved 330 feet. Okay. 250 because action to transform, because not Throck. So, Chatter, giant eagles, and just whoosh, doesn't fly that high up, just kind of like glides across the ground to move as far laterally as possible. Proserpina.
I'm just gonna book it.
Great. Mark yourself closer. Brock, are you staying in lockstep with Alexander? Great. So we have some force ballista. So they're gonna, one of them's gonna fire at the eagle again because it's running harassment with disadvantage. Okay, so that cancels out that natural 20, but the eagle does perish. And then the second one, the closest person is gonna be. It's a 50-50. Or no, Proserpina is further, so the closest person is honestly Elenia. But that's a miss with a natural 6.
Let's I scooped her up again anyway. Or scooped him up again anyway.
Okay, no
On
problem.
my way by. So he's
Okay, great.
wherever
So
I
then
am.
Elenia is with you. So,
Mhm.
Great. So then Alexander, back to you. Are you just triple moving?
Yeah. Yeah.
So mark yourself
I'm
90
moving
feet
right now.
closer. Anja.
I'm 300 feet in now.
Whew. Alright, so I can move to...
You can move 240 feet if you use all of your stuff.
Yeah. Because it's 160 without using... And then I would still technically have an action.
Yes.
So I'm just doing the math. So I would be 470 if I used all of my stuff.
Okay.
You're already
I'm
three.
at...
You were at 330.
I'm at 330. I've had 230. I can't math.
So
I would be at 570 with all of my stuff.
570. Ooh, just out of that little range.
I'm gonna do it. I would
Okay.
like to, if I can, move the 570, and if you allow me to make a perception check to see what the fuck is happening.
So there's nothing actively happening. I mean, obviously all the
Okay.
Giths seem alert.
And no one has told me anything about any fucking ritual, so this is what I'm just doing.
Correct.
Okay.
You do though see as you get closer, the Gith are going to start to react in some way. So I'm just gonna pull the curtain back a little bit. The 120 foot range is like their threat range of like getting up to y'all because 30. Oh, actually, it's a little bit further. So actually, you have to only tell me when you're 6'10", because they can only
6'10"?
technically threaten 90 feet because movement missed a step. So you're actually
Gotcha.
good for now. But seeing you all approaching and not stopped by the astral brigs, um, you see the two watchtowers. Something gets activated, and
Okay.
two large like pieces of iron fall down and slam into the ground and will just raise back up and just begin like slamming the ground.
Iron slams the ground.
Yeah. So basically, like large weights just like slam into the ground.
Okay. Yeah, bitch, don't like that.
And
Okay.
I'm just gonna add a little thing that in 5 turns is gonna end.
Okay. You get 5 turns to deal with this. Okay.
I mean, you all don't narratively know this, but this that you as players get to have that pressure. Great. So that's what they do. The dish is going to just at this point the Gith is going to go over and assist with the flight of the ship, so it's not a problem anymore. So Hunghuzi, you just
Sorry, more.
okay. Chatter will summon up some more eagles because that worked well, and those two will go back towards the brig. So we're at 4 rounds left now. Proserpina.
Just booking it.
Great. Throck, keeping in lockstep. Great. Force Ballistas will go after some eagles. One's at disadvantage still. At the last disadvantage, still hits because eagles aren't that hard to hit with only AC 13. Let me check that. Yep. So the eagle survives because of the feature. They would have normally died, but Chatter's eagles are especially hardy compared to other summoned creatures. So Eleni is with Alexander. Alexander, are you fully booking it?
Yep,
Great.
I'm fully booking it. So I'm 390 now. And I've got Elenia in my arms because he is the slowest one out of all of us, I'm pretty sure.
So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to say between the eagles and the black hole, you've avoided the assault of the Force Ballista. Andra, you will get realistically, I'm going to say probably 3 rounds to do what you want to do, and then everyone is going to be like near the door. Like there at that point you're gonna have to worry about the 14 Gith in front of the door, but we're just gonna speed pass through the like all running apart because we've the chase sequence is over. Congrats, all of you. I think 3 rounds should get most people, like should get Honghuzi up to the door, or at least close enough that I'm willing to just kind of let it go. So, Andra, what do you want to be doing for those 3 rounds?
All right.
Because like
so
you and
I have
just your
enough
movement and hasted
speed.
action.
Yeah, I have
just to,
movement
like,
and haste. I have enough speed. Who is the closest one to me that I know can't get through here?
I mean, nobody's that close to you, but
Who can I get to in one movement and still be able to dimension door?
Proserpina is actually Elenia would technically be closer.
Elenia.
But
Elenia has Alex to kind of help him out now. Cool.
So then Proserpina
I'm there. I got close enough.
Proserpina would.
Cool. I'd be like, okay, cool, shit. I'm gonna run to Proserpina. I'm gonna grab her. This is fast as fuck, man. I was like, because Dimension Door is not a concentration spell.
Nope. Okay, so you're just going to Dimension Door Proserpina in?
I'm gonna Dimension Door Proserpina out. That's one of... I'm going to use my level 5 spell slot for that.
Okay. So, Proserpina, how close were you right now?
I was at 360.
360? Okay, so if you just waited 1 round, you would be 420. So you could go as far as 20 feet past the door, Anja. How far past the door would you like to go?
The full 20.
Okay. As you appear 5 feet away from the edge of a pit that not only runs along the ground, but along the entirety of the tunnel.
And
like there is a pit along the
see.
ceiling and walls of the tunnel. Oh yeah. But you are on. But it is a 15-foot wide pit. So you managed.
But I can
barely.
at least look around.
Correct.
and get the exact dimensions of this fucking room.
Yep.
Really, because here's the thing: if we would have flown to a pit, I would have dropped concentration and eventually have casted fly at some point. But we're okay. We're not dead. Okay.
Make a quick perception check, Andrea.
Okay.
I will say as you teleport in, because I'm guessing next round you're teleporting back out. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Teleporting
So
back
go ahead
out.
and
Yeah. So
make a perception check.
Where are my skills?
Yeah,
Ooh,
so
12.
there's the 15-foot wide pit around the entire circumference of the tunnel, and then the back side of the door.
Okay.
That's all you see.
But yeah, but there is room for me to at least get
And
my other two more people here. Who else was I worried
one-
about? Shatter and Elenia.
Chatter
right?
and Elenia are
Okay.
the only other two people who didn't have a way of just getting through.
Okay, Shatter is probably my next target then.
Great. Also, Proserpina, I suppose you can also make a perception check. See if you can spot something and then shout it out before Anja disappears.
Very good.
Ooh.
You're so much better at this
So,
than I am.
Proserpina, once you were invited to a noble's house after a tournament, for like a banquet. Like you and other tournament winners were brought in, and as you were kind of I'm sure you probably explored the castle a little bit. Like it was a very nice manor. You'd probably never been. Yeah, as you did, you saw a kind of secreted away door with a series of glyphs, and you studied it, and you learned as a glyph of warding spell that could either do damage or hold another spell or do some kind of effect when they're crossed. There is a glyph of warding essentially within this pit. So if you gather if somebody goes over this pit, something's going to happen.
Oh,
But teleporting
Anja,
doesn't care.
There's a glyph of warding here.
That's a later problem, but thank you.
Okay.
Great.
There's a
So-
there's a glyph of warding on the pit, but
Inside the
not-
pit.
Inside the pit, but nothing
All
on the
around.
door.
No.
Okay.
I'll say, Proserpina, you can also see that there appears to be magical effect on the door, but it's not a glyph of warding.
It doesn't fucking matter because I was still able to get fucking through.
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So technically, I did an action. I moved, got an action. I can't really argue.
So that's your first round of you're hasted, so you can do whatever you want. So second round, you'll have to dimension door out,
Yeah.
and then you can get to chatter. And then would you like to just third round dimension door back in?
Yeah, that's my plan.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do. So we're going to kind of restart combat.
Yep.
So, Throck underground, Honghuzi ethereal, and Elenia and Alexander out in the open. You all are now pretty much near the door. There are the 4 scouts who are closing near Alexander, but keeping a distance in case there is any funny business. But there are still the 14 Gith right in front of the door, and
Can I even see those? Because in the ethereal plane, there's that big hole.
Oh, you cannot see that. No, Honghuzi.
Right.
So, and currently Proserpina, Chatter, and Anja are behind the door. So Proserpina, you are going to start us off in combat. Is there anything you would like to do? You also technically would have had 2 more rounds to explore, do something within this tunnel.
Yes, so I'm in the tunnel.
Mhm.
There's no Gith around me.
No.
Oh, and I know the glyph of warding's in the hole, so I'm gonna fire an arrow into the pit and see what happens.
Nothing.
Okay, that didn't do nothing. Oh well.
Also, as a note, the pit goes directly to the door.
So we're beyond the pit.
Correct. So
Okay.
it starts after there's ground so that people can't slip under the door, and then it's 15 foot of pit.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll use my movement to move just a little bit farther in.
Okay. Yeah. You can start going deeper into the tunnel. Throck. So you can sense now with tunnel with tremor sense that there's all these Gith right around you. So basically, I'll say on your turn, you can either get under the door or you can pop out and start fighting, whatever you like.
Goal was to get past the door. I do remember that. So
Okay.
I'm going to try to get through the door, like underneath.
Okay. Yeah, you 100% can. Make a perception check. Okay. With tremor sense, I would say that gives you enough of a sense of mind that you can sense a pit, like you can sense the lack of dirt in front of you, of the pit. I was just calling that DC 10. So you're able to kind of circumvent the pit, and I'll say you can pop out in the tunnel. So now you see Throck in the tunnel with Chatter, Andra, and Parspina. So you are on the other side of the door. Congrats. Great. Elenia is going to look at you, Alexander, and be very confused as to what your plan is.
My plan is simple.
Okay.
We are just going through the door.
Okay. So I will say with your full movement, you can get next to the door.
Oh, I'm not going to the door yet.
Okay. So
I'm sending Elenia with someone else because I'm about to lay
There
the
is
smack.
so
There's
currently
no one else.
currently you are the only person visible outside of the door.
Okay. I'll send Elenia behind me then. And
Okay.
there's all these Gith in front of me, correct?
Correct.
How many of them are within a, casual 60-foot cone?
7.
7?
Like one group of them. They are far enough apart that you cannot get both, but one of them is. Yeah, you could get one half of the guard.
That's
Great.
going to be a casual fear spell then.
That's fine. So what's your DC? Oh, it has it on. No, it does not have it on there.
No, my DC is 17.
17. Okay. So
I believe in you,
What?
Alex. That's just...
Sorry, that's a 30-foot cone, not a 60-foot cone. My bad.
that's still enough because they're in pretty tight formation. And then the knight get a. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of the regular Githyanki begin to flee, leaving only the more decorated and 2 of their compatriots, and then the other
Okay.
7.
Yeah. By the way I cast a spell, there's more changes. When I cast a fear spell, I point my spear, and all they hear in their heads is, "Dare you challenge a champion of Ares?"
And
Yeah,
only
I'm bad.
3 of them draw their blade in answer.
I like
Good
it.
enough for me. I'm
Great.
going to.
So that's your action.
I'm going to bonus action. The decorated dude is getting a Hexblade's curse.
Okay.
I will pop that in chat.
Great. All right.
So that way I do not forget what it does.
And then I'm also, if you want, you can 30 feet closer to the door so that you're like movement and bonus action away from just like being up against it, if you'd like.
I'm trying to get next to the vent.
Oh, then yeah, you can get right next to
Yeah.
the group of 3.
I wanted to get to all of them so they can't move. Because
Well, 4 of them are
progress.
have. Well, okay, yes. So you can get
Yeah.
close to the 4 that you have feared, and they will not be able to move. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
But
all.
the
I
other
want.
3 are not feared. So, but yeah, you can get right in the middle of those 7.
Yeah.
Great.
And just brandishing my spear and taunting as I go.
All right. Well, it's Andra's go, but bio. So I'll ask if there's anything relevant they're gonna do. So, Alexander, what's your armor class right now?
My armor class is 20 now.
Okay, great.
It's plate now.
Great. So, so the 2 goons roll a 4 and a 3, which is always fun. And now the knight is going to make its 2 greatsword attacks. So that's going to be a
Fantastic.
21 and a 17 to hit you.
I will take the 21. I'm fine
Okay,
with that.
so that's going to be 14 slashing and 11 psychic. So 25 total damage. And that's a concentration check, DC
Oh.
whatever.
for fear, right? Because fear is concentration.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget fear is concentration.
I don't.
I do. You need to forget more. That's what I need.
Oh. That
15.
passes though.
Yeah. And how much
Because
damage
that's
did I take
also
again? I'm sorry.
Oh, it is. Never mind. Great. So
Like-
yeah, you maintain fear, but
How much-
those Gith begin to fight you. Now, the other
Okay.
7. So as I said, the two large groups are 50 feet away from each other. So the other group moves 30 feet, and then because 3 around you, so another, and so then one of the other ones, and then the other, and the 4 warriors who will Misty Step to get within melee of you, and will also make their attacks. So that's 4 more warriors.
I do want to say any
Yes.
dish that was feared, or any gift that was feared,
Mhm.
they take, I
They
believe,
it'd be
psychic damage
4
equal
damage,
to
because you're
4.
9 paladin.
Yep. And they have disadvantage. Anyone who's feared.
Yeah.
It's disadvantage.
So these are not. So I'll say the feared ones are like not in melee range use, so you don't have to worry about them. These are the ones that are from the other group. So that's so 2 of them. So that's a 21 and a 23 from 2 of them to hit you.
I'll throw up a shield.
Okay, great. Which ups it to 25. So those miss. And then the knight. Okay, so one is a 12, which definitely won't hit, but the second one will hit with a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Because these knights are much less of a pushover.
How much damage did I take from the one that you hit me earlier?
25.
25.
And then a further 21 from the hit from this knight. As you are now completely surrounded by the full amount a 5e, like 5x5 grid would allow you to be.
That is perfect.
By Gith. Whatever you say, man. If you say so. All right. So now someone whose turn I'm very interested in. Honk Hoozy, you are within range to like go through the darkness past the door. What are you doing?
Not going in there. And if I drop out, I can't repop it. It's once a day.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Boss said he had a plan, so I'm going around this darkness and coming out where I came out before.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna
Haste it on I'm sorry.
Chatter will just take this opportunity to heal, because Anja, you've taken some more damage since then, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
36.
at 46 out of 91.
Great. So now heal 17 more.
Right.
As a 3rd level cure wounds get bopped onto you. One more round until something happens. Proserpina, are you just gonna explore down the tunnel more?
I'm actually gonna start investigating because I've never been to the Underdark, so I'm just gonna look
Make an
around
investigation
and see.
check.
Okay.
Yeah, these are some surprisingly smooth tunnels. But as you like put your hand up, there's the faintest, it's this kind of regular pattern of like little bumps, like something. This wasn't like something smooth that bored these tunnels out.
Oh wow. Okay.
Throck, you're inside the tunnel.
Okay. I guess you can't speak. Okay, so we're all here.
No,
I guess
Alexander and Elenia are the only ones not. I mean, you technically don't know where Hong Huzi is, but you can kind of assume he's okay.
Okay, then I guess I'll just wait then.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Elenia will look very confused as to what they're supposed to do to get through this massive door, but will trust their allies. So Alexander, what are you doing?
Hey, they're all clumped up on me, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go ahead and use one of my absolute favorite spells of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to upcast it to level 3.
Okay.
which I did not write down, but Arms of Hadar.
Great. Yeah.
There we go. I did have it so I could upcast. So they need all make strength saves.
Yeah, they sure will. So that is 10 strength saves for the goons.
You're welcome, Rob.
Which they all. Oh no, these ones don't make it advantage. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't roll like that when they attack. And 2 knights.
And that's why we love you.
Yep. So looks like the 2 knights both failed, taking 16 necrotic damage, and the rest of the and then only 3 only 3 of the 12 other Githyanki failed.
Okay, so those 3 are the only ones that can take reactions right now. Because of
No, sorry. So only 3 failed. So the
Only
other
3
9
failed.
can.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
I rolled 15, 19, 15, 17, 15, 18, 14, natural 20.
Fair
and
enough.
then some failed.
Shit,
Okay.
I'm out of beer.
So if you leave, you will take, I will say, 5
9.
attacks of opportunity.
5 attacks. Okay. Well, that didn't go as well as I was hoping it would go, but I still have a plan.
Great.
I always have a
I'm
plan.
enraptured.
Okay.
What is this plan?
I'm debating on whether or not it's a good idea. Shush. Give me a second.
Okay.
This is a bad idea, I think.
I will
but
also
don't care.
remind you, as a player, you know, and I will just say, as like a part of it, like something bad is coming. Like
Yeah.
the Githyanki in the Watchtowers have done nothing except make sure that this because also the giant weights have kept slamming into the ground. Like they're just making sure that keeps happening.
Would I have noticed that before my turn started?
Oh yeah,
That the
like this happened 5 turns ago. Like this happened
no,
almost 30
I
seconds
meant
ago.
would I have noticed that the guys on the watchtower are still not doing anything?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! That makes me want to change what I would have done because
What were you gonna try and do? No.
I have a fun little 3rd level spell from I think it's Jamie's Compendium.
Which is
It's where is it? I don't think I didn't put it on my I didn't prepare it.
oh you
It
didn't.
doesn't matter if it's not
Single
prepared.
combat. Fuck. I'm still geared up for single combat, not
Good comment.
groups.
All right. Then what you did stands. So you still
yeah.
technically have a movement and bonus action. Anything you're gonna do with either?
How big is this door again? It's fucking 100 and something feet, right?
It's like 100 feet across.
Okay. I will go ahead and bonus action. Who's the guy who looks the most decorated here?
There's 2 knights. So
There's 2 knights.
2 people that look like they're probably of the. I have this written down because I can remember because it's Sarth rank, which
Sarth,
is like
okay.
the one above warriors.
Yeah, and then it goes Sarth. What was the next
So
one up?
it's warrior, Sarth, Kithrock, and then then it gets into very minute things that you haven't learned.
Yeah, Alexander knows what's above that.
Yeah. So Sarth and then Kithrock, yeah.
Okay.
Kithrock is the 3rd highest, third from the low. I should say.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do this if you'll allow me. I'm just gonna talk, pretty much. You idiots! Kithrock sent me here. Why are you stopping me?
You say in common.
Yeah. I say a Kithrock sent me here.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you stopping me?
What you say in common.
Yes, but yeah.
You do not, as these are not people posted around civilization, as the Githyanki would air quote it. None of them seem to really acknowledge the person who just cast 2 harmful spells against them as holding authority.
No.
They recognize the word Kithrock, but They either don't understand or don't believe you, Mr. Harms of Hadar.
Or both.
Alexander's just gonna put his spear
Probably
in front
both.
of him and just hold it like he's sitting here waiting for their response. He's not defensive, but not defensive outwardly. That makes
Okay,
sense.
then make me a deception check with the most disadvantage I can possibly impose upon you.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I have a very high number DC set up in my head, and 8 does not beat it.
Damn it, and I don't have anything, do I?
No,
Cool.
you don't.
No.
Nobody has
Great.
given you anything.
Anja, you don't know what's going on. What are you doing?
There's still 2 of us out. There's still 2 people
Yeah.
out there. She's still hasted, right?
Yeah. It's
She's
been,
gonna use
5 rounds?
Yeah, she's gonna use a level 5 spell slot to Dimension Door back the fuck out.
How far out do you want to be? So 20 feet to get past the door. I will say you knew that the Gith were about like 20 feet away from the door.
Then I will do 20, thinking that either she knows Alex. She's gonna do 25 feet.
Great. So you peer right outside this giant cluster of Gith with Alexander standing with a spear in the ground. 4 of them cowering in fear, clutching their heads. The rest seeming very upset at him.
Mm-hmm. And where's Elenia?
About like 30 feet away, 60 feet away. Like looking confused and taking the dodge action.
Do I see Anja teleport out?
Yeah.
Or-
Oh yeah, Anja's like poofs right there.
Everyone does. I mean, everyone who's outside does.
It's like this wizard has been popping in and out
Yeah.
several times, exhausting herself. Okay, she even okay, and I technically still have an action, right?
Bonus act. Yeah, you have, well, so it can be used to attack, disengage, or dash.
Attack, disengage, or dash.
Because it's only a haste action. Only.
Alex, can you get through the door?
You're muted, Alex.
Yes, I can.
Then she is going to run towards Elenia.
Great. You can get to them so easily.
And my next round, I will use my level 6 spell slot to Dimension Door us out. And I'm
Great.
going to scream at Alex, good, 'cause do it!
Great. So, Honghuzi,
Oh, God.
you're getting around. I'll say at this point, you are able to get... You see Proserpina kind of exploring the caves outside of the darkness.
Okay, so I'll get about as close to her as I can manage, and then unpop.
As you see stepping out of what seems to be like this weird kind of pale mist, Proserpina. Honghuzi!
Oh, you're okay. Okay.
I'll say
And then what?
Honghuzi. I'll give you one more perception check.
You're still not going to see it.
Come on.
Okay,
Come on.
I'll
I
still
believe
see
in
it.
you.
Come on.
You can do it.
As you step out, floating, you can see just through the like kind of extra thick fog that is the mountain, floating kind of basically above the door. You just see a single purple, like it's like the outline of an eye in pure purple arcane force. And then
Looking
you
directly at me. I
Oh,
assume.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And then you step out. Great. So Chatter will go over and heal you, Proserpina, because you look pretty injured. So 25 health back. All right. So my timer is up, which means that you all outside feel a rumbling as the vibrations sent throughout this canyon have disturbed something that lives here seemingly on purpose. So, what's going to happen is you two that are outside are just going to roll some luck checks. because
Okay.
there's multiple heat signatures outside. So just
Okay.
roll a d20.
It's in a
Let's see how
graboid!
you-
Jesus fucking Christ! I can't. Are
Not
you
my
giving
fault.
all
Something
this?
smells bad.
Oh god.
Like a carrion crawler.
Okay, yeah. So luck checks are just d20s
Just
plus
a
nothing?
d20 plus nothing, just a straight up d20.
I got a 13, so
Mhm. And I'm
I
going to
can't
use
wait.
one of my luck points. To
I am
reroll.
also gonna use a luck point because I don't
Okay.
like that fucking 8.
Mm-hmm. Do
You
it.
know what? Fuck it. I have 2 nat 20s.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna use
So-
I'm gonna nat 20 that, yeah.
Okay. That means I'm going to have to make some saves for some Gith around you, Alexander. As Alexander, you feel the ground beneath you start to rumble. And before anything else happens, you feel a heat permeating through the ground. And it gets hotter and hotter and hotter as the rumbling gets closer and closer and closer. And then, bursting out of the ground with a 28 to hit, you see a massive bluish insectoid-like maw, large enough to swallow you whole, 2 large antennae and kind of this large, almost like cobra-like body, insectoid, chitinous, exuding this unnatural heat from it, bursts out of the ground and bites you.
I hate these things. I know exactly what this is, and I
What's
hate it.
wrong?
Hi, you just got
Oh.
5 rerolls gifted to you by Obadiah, by the way.
Me?
Yes, you.
So,
Can I retroactively
that
spend it on a luck
is
roll?
that is
It's biting Alexander.
28.
I would like to
20.
impose that nat 1 on you.
Okay. So you managed to just barely get out of the way as this massive creature kind of flings the other Githyanki around you away, as they all take a bit of kind of both falling and heat damage as this massive, like maybe 20-foot kind of above you insectoid-like creature just looks at you hungrily. So that Remoraised is here. Yay!
Get the fuck out.
Alrighty. Proserpina, you're looking at a fun cavern, right? You can make another investigation check if you like.
There's Honkuzi, so I think
Yeah.
I'm going to grapple Honkuzi with a hug.
Aw. Make a grapple check.
I'm gonna like as you're telling me, I'm actually like Hungry's like actually just gonna like check her over because like he hasn't been here. Like, he's already doing things. It's hard to hit. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to sort of like sink down and go, okay, I'm tired now.
And it was like support. It was like supportive. Oh, we're good.
Great. Throck, how about you? What you up to?
Throck's gonna. There's got a lot of rumbling. I want to make a perception check, kind of.
Oh no, you could feel the rumbling.
But I want to know: is it something coming in? Does Throck know if it's something?
No, you
coming
could feel it.
in or
You
not?
could feel the rumbling, like going, like you could feel the rumbling come up outside the door. You have
Okay.
tremor sense because you're
Okay,
still a rock elemental.
So I'm just gonna kind of point to the group and be like, and like kind of point outside and try and like mime like asking to go out there.
I did
Should
like.
Yeah, that is a really big door, huh?
I feel like eventually, like you see Hungry, like you finally catch on who's attention. He's just like he's like no deeper in.
Throck, as a giant rock elemental, turns to camera. Alania holds their turn. What are you doing, Ember?
All you hear from Alexander is, "I told you I had a plan," and he's just gonna fucking misty step through the door
You cannot misty step through the door. You have to see where you're misty stepping to.
Right, this is supposed to see. No. Well, fine. He's gonna say, I told you I had a plan. Go. Fuck, I can't see that. And he's just gonna say, fuck it. And just raise his spear up and throw it at the Reverend Raze's head. It's about 20 feet up, right? I can't
Oh,
stab it.
I mean, it's in melee range. Like that's just
I'm going
it's
for the
huge
head.
monstrosity. So it's just tall above you. You can make a melee attack against it as much as you want.
Oh no, I want to hit his head. I'm trying to lodge it in an eye or something.
Okay, that's cool flavor.
possible.
If you want to take disadvantage on the attack, I'll give it a chance to give it disadvantage.
That's fine because I'm also going to take my other one that I never fucking use of the I don't have, where is it? Channel Divinity. I will use Guided Strike to give myself a +10 to the roll.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw my spear
Mm-hmm.
two-handed at its face.
So 34.
Okay. So 20 hits. Roll damage.
20 hits. 10,
So-
and I'll put a second level smite on that as well.
Okay. So 3d8.
Burn myself with my cigarette. I'm gonna put that down on my type.
Hey, you know what? That's funny because you also get burnt by the pure heat this thing's exude for 11 fire damage just by me getting close enough to hit it.
Well, that's
so
why
you
I was saying I was throwing it.
then you would have, like you're in melee, like
Oh,
you are
yeah,
hitting it
true.
within
It's
5
not
feet
like-
of it.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
Never
like
mind.
unless you want to move away and get attack opportunity, then you can.
Wait, but if it's used, isn't its range bigger than 5 feet?
Maybe. Great. So you deal 31 points
Yeah.
of damage to it.
I guess
um,
I don't throw it because I can't throw it without having disadvantage anyway.
It's,
I'll
I mean,
just-
flavorfully you do.
Yeah.
And then I made a con
And then-
save for it, and it rolled a natural 18, so it's not blinded by your one hit.
I will attack it again.
Okay. You want to do the same disadvantage
No.
thing?
I'm going to this time
Mhm.
Wrathful Smite.
Great.
We'll post it in chat so we can get it
Mhm.
together.
Psychic
Yeah.
And
damage.
Yeah. Psychic
again,
damage. Nice.
yeah. And then I roll a d6 on top of that.
Yeah, that totally hits.
1d6. I'm gonna put another second level slot. So I think this will work. We're about to find out. Yes, it did.
Great. Amazing. So
Then I need a 17 wisdom check.
you've done 43 damage. Okay.
Yep.
Cute.
Paladins.
Um,
Even paladins can't stand up to rivers. Thank
yeah.
you for coming to my TED talk.
It barely passes.
Can I? You have how many nat ones do you have left?
One.
Easy- No,
have-
I
you
used
wanna
it.
use-
I used it. I used it. You had
Oh,
one.
Oh,
and I
never
used
mind.
It.
No, it's been used.
Yeah, yep.
Damn
To
it.
hit to miss that attack on you.
So,
I would have rather taken the. Well, no, never mind. He probably would have dealt more damage
Yep.
than I had HP.
I think you'll find that no, you wouldn't.
No,
Give some subs and we can have some more.
Anja,
I'm
what are you
about to. Don't fucking kill me.
what you up to, Anja?
So halfway between this, as she realizes that, oh, you can't get on the other side of the door, is gonna look at Elenia.
Like reaching their hand out, like ready to be teleported.
By the way, you see Alexander. If you look at him at all, he just shakes his head at you. By the
Doesn't
way.
fucking matter, dude. She's so
Wow.
fucking nice.
Wow, Anja. Wow.
She's gonna look at Elenia, and she's gonna go, I'm so sorry. And she's
Like
gonna go
a-
into Alex, wrap her arms around him, and dimension door him side.
As you do so, you
Alex,
see a look of confusion.
sorry, Alexander. It has to be a willing creature.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
not willing. So you
So,
bamf and you.
this is what
went with
happens.
no Alexander.
Anja, you run to Alexander, seeing a look of confusion turn to a look of horror on Eladia's face.
Mm-hmm.
You grab Alexander and cast a spell, disappearing. and you reappear on the other side of
Fuck
the door
shit.
with no one in your hand.
Nope. It's true.
And then Alexander
Mm-hmm.
has a natural. That's a natural 20.
To hit me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it though? Cause
No.
okay.
But I mean, it's fine.
No. Yeah.
I can't control it, so
66 piercing damage,
mm-hmm. Is he
as well
fighting
as
me?
oh no, not that much. Let me check here again. No, okay, it's d6s, not d10s. So as well as 22 fire damage.
Is he biting me?
Yes.
Can I? Because he knows he's about to go down anyway. He was preparing for it anyway.
Sure.
Can I attempt to lodge my spear as he bites me and try to? So like, I know he's coming in to kill me. I'm trying to, on my last go out, try to take this thing with me, if that's possible at all.
If you would
I'm-
like to,
I'm willing. Yeah, I'm willing to.
Here's what I'm gonna
take
say,
whatever-
because you're
Yeah.
about to be knocked unconscious.
Mhm.
If you would like to voluntarily become swallowed by it, you may make another attack at advantage on it before you die. Or before you
okay.
get swallowed. You might not die. I don't know if you've had other plans. But
Uh.
before that happens,
Mhm.
so that's up to you.
Yeah,
You can make your two attacks at advantage and be voluntarily swallowed.
Yep, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, as I say this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to yell as loud as I can
Okay.
to just say for the glory of the unbowed and just fucking go at it inside.
Okay. Make an attack with advantage.
Because I know there's other of us like that, so that's 16 to hit from the inside.
Misses.
I figured, but I was hoping.
You have rerolls.
I have a
you
luck
have
point.
five.
You have
Reroll.
multiple
Fucking
rerolls, so why don't you
rerolls.
reroll
Yeah.
that?
Natural 20 instead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm going to roll again. 24.
Okay.
And
Hits.
I have to take the reroll even if it's lower, correct?
No,
So-
because that's
No?
not how luck points work.
Mm.
You
Okay.
just you have to take either. You can take either.
I'm gonna fish
don't
for
crit.
a crit. Well, I was gonna say, is it okay if I just spend multiple to try to fish for a
Sure.
crit?
Yeah, you can spend all of the
So-
ones
Your
you
point,
want to try and crit.
2,
Okay.
3,
That's. I
4.
think that's about it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. All right, so that's all your
Yeah.
luck points. So one crit.
Mhm.
So
Okay. And then I'm going to put a last third level slot
Mhm.
into the crit, and then a second level into the other one. So I will
Alright.
roll the crit. And then
so 11
This.
piercing, and then it's
Mm-hmm. Eight.
8d8 for
11d8 total.
so 8d8 for the first smite on the crit.
Yeah, so 11 total though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 11d8. So let's see here. 11.
48 extra damage.
Mm-mm. It's not enough.
No.
It's bloodied, but it could take another one of those hits still.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
as you leap inside this creature, spear first, descending into its stomach as consciousness slowly fades away to just heat. We'll have to end this episode here. Thank you all for watching Revenge of the Gith.
Hi. Thanks everyone for coming and showing up.
Oh,
Yeah. Dragon Age is Saturday. Please go around and tell everyone where you can find you on the internet. Jaya starting first.
So, you can find me on Twitter at Justin Hudson. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Shinaldi, where I will be surprise stream on Tuesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I am currently streaming Devil May Cry 5. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ember, how about you talk about yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Ember, sometimes known as the Forge King, depends where you find me. I'm streaming in 30 minutes to play some fucking league. Like, wind down. That stream wasn't supposed to happen until tomorrow, but I'm doing it in 30 minutes now. So,
Okay.
Yeah, Robin.
All right, I guess I'm next. You can find me all over social media as Robin_Shadle. My official Twitch return will be on August the 1st with a Dungeons and Dragons show. My partner and I are going to do Roll for Date Night, where we'll be doing short, mini campaigns where each one of us will take turns DMing. There will be wine. There will be candlelight.
So soft.
There will probably be at least one dire cat on the table during session,
Gosh, yes. I know.
and
what
it
I'm
will be
doing the
pretty damn
first.
gay.
Right?
Yes. And what if we wanted to get on that Twitter, on that Twitch? What would be the link?
Yeah,
and-
because
It will be-
for that?
It will be Robin_Shadle, which is what you've been seeing me
Great.
type. I will have that updated once I get everything, all my overlays updated, all the logos taken care of, which should be this week.
Yes. Followed already. I need to be prepared. Great.
It's gonna be gay.
Good. I expect nothing less.
Montana.
Hi, I'm Montana. You can find me at MontanaWhat on Instagram and at MontanaWhat2 on Twitter. And tomorrow night you can catch me at Joe Foljam. We're going to be playing Mass, where I play a character called Backlash. And recently we just went over, Backlash's mom, who's a supervillain, ended up killing a superhero in front of us. So we're kind of dealing with that kind of darkness of like how to deal with that kind of stuff. So you can check us out tomorrow night at 8:30.
Amazing. What am I in? Saturday
Jesus Christ.
on Nerdly Gaming is the finale of For We Have Sinned, our Monster Hearts 2 game. It's gonna be amazing and dramatic and crazy. No one does finales like Party Time, so come check us out there. Also on Sunday with Val and Party Time as well, we'll be doing the next episode of Hero Complex. Also on Nerdly Gaming are Our Masks, the next generation game, where I'll be the protege named Buckler, and then that's it for the weekend. And then just come back here on Wednesday. Also, Not Quite Heroes. Check us out at NQH Podcast on Twitter for all the links and stuff. We're really cool. I play a Tabaxi. Yeah. Cool. That's and so other than that, yeah, I'm good. Thank you all for joining us for this crazy
And now
episode.
that I'm over myself, tomorrow we have more Dungeons and Dragons. We have more Dungeons and Dragons with the World of Ashenvale, and Saturday we do have our Dragon Age campaign. I'm trying to find someone for us to raid because apparently the person that I wanted to raid is like denying me. So okay. So not an issue. We're gonna go over and say hello to our friends Mimics and Monstrosities as soon as I get that prompted. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the subs and the donations and all of that great stuff. You guys are wonderful. I love you.
Yes.
Let's get that raid. Everyone sing a song while we're waiting. Okay, I think we're
I think
rated.
we're-
Bye.
yeah,
We
it
did
went-
it. We fucking did it. Bye.
Amazing